Hey guys, welcome back. We're proud to have a new sponsor, Stephanie Aragon. It's Stephanie Aragon Real Estate Group, affiliated with Reality One Group. Welcome. You're listening to the 27th Hour with Junior
and Dre Rocket.
Get ready, strap in, and hang on. Okay, we're on the right track. So you good? You guys find the I don't know. Welcome back to the show. What's up, everybody?
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Like, really, everybody.
Everybody? I'm good. How
In
are
the
you?
house.
Hey, everybody in the house. How's it going?
We have OG Cannabis. What? This is the pro.
Yeah.
That's not you guys,
That is us.
but this is a part of you. That's not your name though.
That's our social media handle?
Yeah,
OG
that's just our
Canopro?
handle for social media. So find us on Instagram.
So that's your Instagram handle.
Yeah.
Yes.
On this side, Notorious Bully.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's who made those rolling trays.
Dude, these are cool. Thank you for that gift. That's cool.
You're so
Yes,
welcome.
Of course. Thank you for having us on the show. It's OG Cannabis Products.
OG Cannabis Products. Look at this cool tray they brought us. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank
You're
you guys
welcome.
for doing that.
So welcome.
Thanks for driving clear up here too,
Thanks for having
Our
us.
pleasure.
because I know it's not that easy.
It wasn't bad. It was a beautiful sunset. Some
Yeah.
of my favorite
Was
colors.
it nice? Was it
Yeah.
nice out there?
Company, good
It
How
was
cold
beautiful.
was it?
Freezing.
It was
You
pretty
can't
cold.
believe-
It's been ridiculous lately. Do you remember what 4 days ago? It was 70 degrees out here.
I know, it was feeling like spring. It's
I
a new
turned on my
tease.
air conditioners out here,
That's crazy.
bro. It's no degree now.
Yeah.
Welcome to Utah.
What
I mean,
happened to all of 'em?
are you kidding me? Why do we?
Yeah.
It's
Why?
Utah. Go
Why?
home. You're drunk.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
get it.
Why do we do this?
Yum.
For fun. For
Glutton
the sake
for
of
pain.
it. Yep.
Tell me about you guys.
Karlie
Karlie and Sara, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about you. Tell me about you guys' story. Tell me how you got your.
Okay.
Did you guys tell me about your relation? Are you guys related at all? Are you? What is your story? Are you friends?
No, I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, let's hear your story.
So we've been
She
friends.
She is the Batman to my Robin.
This is so true.
How did you meet though?
So
She worked with my sister
Okay.
at some place.
Pull
I
your-
can't
pull your
remember where
mic
y'all
closer.
worked. Sorry.
See, that's why you can tell with
Oh
these
my goodness.
stupid.
I got the wrong mic.
That mic
I got the
sucks.
wrong
That
mic.
one you can just lay back with.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
That mic, if you talk, you have to put your
My
face.
bad, Sarah. Should have switched.
You
it
have to
up.
put your face right in this mic the whole time.
Is this better?
Yes.
See how-
Hello.
Did you hear that, dude?
Wow, did you hear that?
So you have
How
headphones,
much?
Yes.
so you can hear how cool it sounds. So
Oh. Oh well, hello.
yeah, there you go. See?
Okay.
Okay. Re-rig.
Yeah.
Start over.
Please.
All right. So Karlie was working with my sister, and I met her through my sister, and kind of stole her from my sister and took her away, and the rest is history. And that was like what 2006, 7, 2006 or 7.
Right around there.
Yeah, long time.
Yep.
long-time
We've been
friendship.
kicking it ever since.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
What made you guys get together and just think about start up this company?
Ooh, that is such a great, beautiful story.
Because what did you do
So-
before? What were you doing before that?
Right. So I was just a stay-at-home mom and writer. And
Writer,
yep, as in like writing a novel.
Hell yeah.
You know.
I had
Um,
just graduated with my psychology degree, bachelor's degree.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was doing some interesting work with the county. So it was
We were kicking
time.
it on the porch. We were smoking, and
ain't nothing you can't accomplish with a whiteboard and brainstorm.
Yeah,
Right.
we had a serious brainstorm, and her daughter Harley.
This come about over just chilling,
No, her daughter.
Well, it was a long
Harley-
process. It was a
but
long
the,
process.
the, the idea of it was just
Yeah.
kind of a chilling out. You're like, yeah, we oughta.
we could really do this.
'Kay.
It was a process. There was, both Karlie and I are patients, and we've relied on the plant, in the past for our own medical needs.
Yeah.
And my daughter and my son have a genetic spine disorder. And my daughter was getting ready to go for her first spinal fusion, T2 to L2,
Whole back.
whole back.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
we were really desperate to find some holistic options for her.
Something that she wouldn't get hooked to, 'cause
Yeah.
She was
How
so
old is she?
young.
She
She's
was
21
17.
now,
Yeah,
but she was
17
17
at
when
the
she
time.
had her first surgery.
What happened to her back?
It's just a genetic disease.
Oh, genetic. Okay, okay.
Yeah, and basically like where your vertebrae are blocks, hers erode, and so they're more like wedges, and so everything kind of
Oh,
starts slumping over.
God.
Yeah, it's brutal, but
So
she's such
painful.
a warrior.
So she needed a different form of
Yeah,
medicine.
yeah, because opioids really weren't working for her. So, and they weren't working for any of us. And so I knew as a cannabis patient myself that this could have an effect for her. And so Karlie and I got together in her experimental kitchen and kept on working batch after batch after batch.
2 years.
Yep.
Until we
Trying,
got it
trying.
right after recipe after try until Harley said, that's it. That's what takes my pain away.
This helps.
Try what you're trying. Just
all
different
sorts of
forms,
things.
just different
Different
forms
stuff,
of
yeah.
it. The way it,
I
okay.
usually call
Different-
her the alchemist because she's usually mixing up weird stuff in the
true.
kitchen and doing
Nothing we won't
like
try.
a little bit of this,
Right.
a little bit of
Yep.
that.
Especially to help somebody alleviate pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she has a really good history and background in using the plant for healing measures, and she came up with
Are you a
these
shaman?
amazing. Yeah,
No.
I mean, she should be.
You're the street shaman.
She's the
I guess.
cannabis
You're the
shaman.
street shaman of SLC in the
Yeah,
house.
that's
Yeah.
right.
So she has a really good history and background, and we just put a lot of these ideas together. We work hand in hand. All of our products are made by us. We're one of 5 processors in the state of Utah.
It's getting to be a slim list. Everybody's
jumping
leaving the
ship.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You fast forwarded.
Yeah.
How did you meet?
How
How did it start? How did you start it?
So through the company, so with
You're just sitting there and going, yo.
with our work through Karlie, right? And so we would let other people use it. And like her mom had was it hip or knee surgery at the time? I
Both,
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the people around us were like needing
Yes.
things like this. And so we were like experimenting, perfectioning. And when Utah, adopted the 2018 hemp bill, there was all sorts of opportunity for processing permits and growing permits and retail permits. And so Karlie and I decided that we would sit down and really get to it and make it a legal thing to where like all these people that were coming to us and like literally knocking on our doors and said, do you have any more of that cream?
Yeah.
Like I had such a hard night at the warehouse. Can I please have some?
Yeah.
And so rather than just have people knocking on our door, we opened a shop. And
So this is what sparked the idea of the shop is
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's go legal with this. Let's
go
make
legal with
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so hence the website.
Yes.
I'm
The
already-
website is where we started.
He's got it. I think he's got it here too, but I got it on my phone too because there's
Yeah.
a lot I want to look at and talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, please.
Definitely.
We also brought you a little gift package.
Yeah, thank you.
And it has
God
all of
damn,
our
you guys
products.
are nice.
Yeah, it has all of our products in it. So if you wanted to, you could check
Your
them all out as
fucking
you see them on the
website's
website.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
OG Cannabis products. Look at that piece of wood is
Right?
so. That is the coolest front thing I've ever seen. I just love that, man. I think that looks hard. It's
So
cool.
Sarah's a rock girl. She's into like petrol.
Oh, is that a rock?
wood
I'm sorry. I thought it was a
Oh,
piece of wood.
No, that is
I'm-
wood. That
it
is wood. But
Okay.
I'm just saying she's into that type of stuff. We have a lot
it's
of really cool
beautiful.
stones,
herbal,
and
botanical,
rocks and stuff
holistic
at the
type
shop.
stuff. Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, we have I can't remember the name of it, but we have some really cool rock and
Oh, all
gems
sorts of them. Yeah, all
and
sorts of things.
awesome stuff at the
Really
shop.
great
that
at Okay,
Sarah
so-
hand picks out from a gem and rock dealer straight
right.
out of Utah.
That's right.
Like stone just for healing and things like this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that stuff is so cool.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we love to dive into this a little bit too. So I look at your website. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what you guys are doing still because I think you get this idea to make. So what do you guys make? What do you guys put out there to the world?
So basically, we take the whole plant, right, the hemp plant,
Okay.
and we process it down into products that are usable for the patient. Because here in Utah, we're not allowed to have the whole plant as CBD. So
You're doing CBD stuff.
Yeah, we're all CBD. We have the state minimum allowed is like 0.3% THC, and so we're below that. And then we have CBC, CBN, and CBG also in our product. So it's a full spectrum. And so we make that plant available to you in different kinds of products. We have the basic, tincture, pain salve type of things, but we also have very boutique products. Like for you, example, would be the tattoo salve.
Yeah, I was
So-
diving into that. That was the first one I was going at.
Yeah,
So
and it's one of our
I'm
most popular.
a really big fan of our tattoo cream.
Do you have? Of course you do.
It's
yeah,
in the bag.
I am pretty well. I know I'm covered up now, but yeah,
Ooh,
I have some
yes.
really nice work, and I was thankful because it helps during, after, and to bring back old ink. Like I had this ink just barely done, but this was done years ago, and you can't even tell. Like it just brings that life. And that it just feels better on your skin. I use it every day. Like I just I love our tattoo balm. We've been making it now for almost 5 years, and we've
Yeah, it's
perfected
been
it.
incredible.
Could it be used as tattoo with?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we do have a couple of artists that use it like
yeah.
during tattoo
So is
sessions.
it? So
Yeah.
is it? What was the? How is it like lotiony? Is it scoopy outy? Is it waxy? How,
It's a little
It's
scoopy
whipped,
outy.
yeah.
Scoopy outy.
like
It's like whipped.
okay.
Yeah,
So
a whip
you got to
style.
get it out, and then we put it on our thing, and we
Yeah.
can tattoo with it
Yep.
as we go.
Yeah, you can like use it to smash it down the board with and stuff as well.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's really good.
I
We've heard
wanna
a
try
lot
it.
of great feedback from tattoo artists who really like it and use it too.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's incredible. The stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come you can't do? What's the THC thing in Utah? How come you can't
So
do it as well?
So Utah is a medical state, so it's not recreational. You can't just go, anybody over 21 can't just go and get it. You have to have a doctor's recommendation. And that's something that they did with Prop 2. You know, it was voted in by the people. But CBD was actually legalized on a federal level with the 2018 hemp bill. And so with that, any content below 0.3% is considered a hemp product. So as long as it's below that THC content. But if you were trying to be a THC patient in Utah, you would have to get a doctor's recommendation. And I think this session, they just passed something that gives any doctor the right to prescribe to 15 patients, I believe.
Yep, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah.
We had them on our show. We've been down this before too, and but I wondered why though.
Right.
Like who sells us THC? These dispensaries we have here, is that?
Yeah.
But who can grow for them, right? I wondered if
So-
that was a possibility.
So the dispensary permit kind of comes hand in hand with the grow permit. Like if you
okay.
had a dispensary, then you also have the right to grow those plants. So
Okay.
and they don't really occur separate from each other because you have to have the produce to put towards the patients. So they kind of come with one another. And then I think and they're both limited. Like the state put a cap on how many dispensaries and how many grow permits there could be in the state, right? And so whether or not those
For now.
permit holders, for now,
Yeah.
whether or not those permit holders are actively using their permits and servicing patients is kind of
Oh, are you
null and
kidding
void.
me? I'm certain
Yeah.
it is being flooded. Don't you think?
Oh,
Like-
yeah. The market is super flooded right now.
yeah.
I can't. How soon till we're? I'm going quick because I'm
It's
so
okay.
excited.
It's
how
okay.
how soon till we can be legal? Do you think?
Well, it really depends on what's going on in the federal
Full
level.
recreational.
Just
Full
just
recreational.
recreational.
Utah would go full
Honestly, you know, I'll
recreational.
tell you what, maybe in 2015, I was on the phone with then Lieutenant Governor Cox, and I asked him directly as a person who, it was right as they had started passing marijuana bills and they had just passed it for children, right? And I asked him, you know,
In
as
2015,
in 2015, they started passing medical
wow.
bills
Yeah.
for
I
children
didn't know it was
only.
that old. That
Yeah.
long ago.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
that long
Sorry, I
ago
didn't
that
mean to interrupt.
they started considering, because you have to start small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, and
it-
so
take a
you
baby
hit them where
step.
the
Snowball
heartstrings
effect.
are.
Sure.
Those poor children that could be helped.
That's
of
the way
course
to
they're gonna
sneak
help
in.
the
It's
children.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Right?
real. Okay.
And so it was just around that time, and I was on the phone with him, and I asked him, you know, I was a child in Utah, and had this bill been passed when I was a child, I would have been eligible, you know, for this treatment, and I would have had a different life had I not had to go through my illness as a child. And I asked him what it would take for me now as an adult who was excluded from this bill. After you turn 18, you're excluded. So I don't qualify, right? And I said, what is it going to take? And he said, honestly, you would have to vote in a new entire legislation on the Hill for anything like that to happen. And he said it so sarcastically, like,
But we didn't.
haha, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. I was like, all right, you told me what we need to do. That's what we'll do. And damned if we didn't, you know, damned
Yeah.
if we didn't.
We were
So
there marching.
there was a lot of legislators that got a lot of feedback from citizens as we grew the medical field that put a lot of pressure on them that if they didn't, you know, offer these kinds of things to these people who would be benefited, that they would be voted out off the Hill. And that's a real,
That was the push. That's what
that's
got
a
it
push.
going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then from there, it just started growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it continues to grow. Like the step they took with the giving more patients allowable to each doctor.
Instead of 15.
Yeah.
God.
Right. And, you know, making the QMP training
It's like
more
per
available.
month or something. It's getting faster, but anyway.
Right. So, and every step is a good step, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that if we had as much engagement as we did for the children. And if we had as much engagement as we
what does
did
it take
for
to
Prop
do that?
2, just involvement, just having these kind of
Writing to
conversations
legislators
and
stuff.
having a voice with the legislation and just letting them know, hey, I'm a patient. I live so far away from a dispensary. It would really help if I could just grow 4 plants. It wouldn't bother my neighbors. It wouldn't, interfere with my
I think it's absolutely
life.
ridiculous that you can't grow it
Yeah.
Right?
for
Well, and
personal
it's
use.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate because a lot of the patients are already financially strapped, being ill. And
And
then,
what does it do to give your heart to grow something while you're
oh,
sick?
it's wonderful.
It
It's
would-
wonderful
It's
therapy.
the healthiest
Yeah.
thing for the human bodies to go grow gardens.
Exactly.
They say it's unbelievably powerful.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
beautiful thing.
And then you reap the benefits of the medicine that you grew. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Look at
Absolutely. And I'm a huge advocate of self-care, grow rights, caregiving rights, all of those things. But if we were able to just grant the patients the ability to grow their own 4 plants or assign those 4 plants to a caregiver who would grow them for them, it would reduce the cost for the patient immensely, that they could just grow these plants for the cost of it instead of paying outrageous prices at the dispensaries.
so expensive.
And that kind of competition to where any of your customers could do this for themselves. It would drive down the prices for those customers that can't do it for themselves, that aren't able, that don't have a place that they could grow those plants, to where the dispensary is then more affordable for them.
Do you think it's expensive right now? Because like medicine, when they create medicine from the pharmacy, right? If you ever get a prescription that's just came out or something, it's groundbreaking prescription or whatever, and it's new on the thing, it's like $600 or whatever, and in like a month or two, it goes, or 2 years or whatever it is, it'll die down after that. Is that what this is
Right.
with cannabis? It's the same thing. Is that why, dude? It's so expensive there.
It is.
Ridiculous.
It is.
It's-
And I think anybody who's made the
Is
trip
that the idea?
across the border, and when we were young, we were allowed to do that in the state, go
Right.
across the border because we didn't have enough here for our patients. But anybody who's gone across the border and seen what they have available and the prices at which they're getting it knows that it's worth the drive.
Yes.
So
But is it? Do you
That's
think that's what it is?
You
Is
can
just
take
because
your
it's new?
medical card
That's what
here
I'm asking.
in Utah, and you can drive across the border and take it into one of the dispensaries in Nevada or anywhere like that, and they will give you the medical grade.
and discount.
But can you
discount.
legally transport it?
Gray area.
Depending
Gray
on
area.
if
See what I mean?
you
That-
Yeah.
know, if you get pulled over and of course you're there smoking a blunt or a joint or something like
Actively.
that.
That's illegal
you
anyway.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Like then yes, they'll have reason.
Here,
But if
it
you
is.
have it in the exit bag, you have it in your suitcase, you're not out. It's not out, and you're not moving around.
Well,
with it,
sure.
Then yeah, they're not gonna. If you don't mess with them
But
or
I-
cause a deal with them, then they usually don't. They let it go.
I just don't want to promote people being legal to go get it there if they can't legally transport
No.
it back.
Yeah.
No,
I
I,
don't wanna
wouldn't
promote that.
recommend. I wouldn't
That's all I'm
recommend.
saying.
It's a
Yeah.
gray area because that point, and like if you're a patient,
It's
is
stupid.
the key word
Yeah.
there. But
It-
like technically, when you cross the border, it's recreational here. It's legal for you if you're a patient
It's
only.
so goofy
Yes.
right there.
But yeah, it's a gray area, and technically, the state has said no more going across the state to get your medicine, and the state has been very clear that I think since July 31st last year that you're not supposed to go across the border to
There
get
we
your
go.
medicine.
So legally you
So
cannot do that.
legally you cannot, but like technically within the gray areas of the law, if you have your patient's prescription and you're carrying under the 4 ounces or 21 grams of concentrate that you're allowed as a patient, then within the state in an exit bag, all the technicalities of the world.
Yeah.
Do you think the prices will go down back to that? Is that the idea of why it's so expensive, do you think? Because it's just brand new to Utah right now.
The novelty of it, I think, is something to do with it. But I think the scarcity of competition that the state has allowed is really driving that mentality.
The scarcity of competition, we'll explain.
So
There's
the state only grants 15 dispensary licenses, grow licenses throughout the state.
Yeah.
Throughout the state. And
Places that can grow it.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And so there's no more allowed.
Okay.
Right. And within those 15, I think a handful of them are held by the same company. So they're just not having to compete with a whole lot of people. It's kind of like the
Gotcha.
old,
They have the monopoly.
the old steel trade type of monopoly breakup
Yeah.
type thing. And if the state were even to just like double the amount of dispensaries and grow permits allowed, they would have to compete right?
Then we could
Also,
and then
the
we would
church is
have more
involved in
urban
a couple
areas
of
that
the
are covered.
dispensaries as well.
This is true.
Yeah, they have their hands in a few of them.
What'd you say?
The church has their hand, like they own a couple of the dispensaries here.
Right.
I know they own a lot of hemp.
Yeah.
Whatever the CBD, whatever grade this
Right.
is that hemp, right?
Yeah, ours is
Yeah.
hemp.
So CBD, I know they grow lots of that, and I know where it's at over here, and they're
Yeah.
doing it as a thing that's legal or whatever. They're doing the oils and all that stuff over there, but
Yeah.
it's funny. Yeah, I'll stay out of that.
No,
I know,
we
right?
get our like tree from a local farmer and grower who lives in Grantsville. So he gets all of us our tree and then we process it down.
What do you guys use your product? Do you love?
Oh yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
What do
I
you use? What do you like? What's your favorite that you use?
I like our dope soap. Shout out Megan who
What's
makes
your
our
dope?
dope soap.
What's your dope soap all about? Just
So
for
we
like
have a
shower
Wasatch
type soap?
Rain and we have a dope soap or an amber rose. So the amber rose comes with a glove and a big like 4-ounce bar of.
Does it smell so goddamn?
Oh
good?
yeah, it smells really good.
It looks like it does.
Yeah, our friend Megan helps us make those, so she's awesome. And
What are
there's
th- yeah, what are
Wasatch
those?
Rain. It comes with a like not a glove, but a exfoliating
Pocket.
Yeah.
So that's soap as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So those are both of our dope soap, and they come in the 2 fragrances. So everything's natural, organic, no additives, no extra fragrances or anything
Now,
like
what's
that.
the advantage of using that soap on your skin?
So a friend of ours, she actually uses it along with our pain cream and tincture on psoriasis and different types of skin conditions. I can't remember what the other one, shingles, I think, or another one that just she breaks out in on her
Anything
all
with
over.
bad skin, right?
I know that my kids are super sensitive to like
Acne.
detergent, and so
Right.
like they get those little red bumps on
Yeah.
their arms and stuff. Like if we use dryer sheets or anything like that, and if they use the CBD soap as opposed to just their normal body wash, those dots and bumps are like covered up within days. Like
Wow,
just
dude.
straight up, like
Yeah.
it works in magical. Wonderful ways. It's just a creation of all of the things mixed together, the CBD, the cannabinoid
So just
system.
soaping up in the shower with it, it gets
Yeah.
in you good enough.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
Well, I guess you're in hot
And-
water.
And to
your
put it
pores
into
are opened up.
perspective, Megan, our soap master, is a Marine, you know, and she makes this
She's
soap.
a Marine?
She's
Yeah,
a Marine.
she's hardcore.
And so she makes this soap to handle the filth of a Marine.
It's hard.
Filth
It's
like-
really.
like
yeah.
this?
Yeah. We're talking like this is
like that?
really
Yes.
awesome
It is
organic
So it's hard.
heavy
It-
duty
it's-
soap.
Yeah.
It scrubs
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, but it's also really great for your skin.
Is there
It
some in
is.
that
It,
bag?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I look at it?
Yes, please do.
that. Where is it at?
It's
Oh,
right
fuck,
next
it's
to you.
right
Yep. My other favorite one is our bath soak. We have a really nice CBD bath soak that you can just kick in a bath or a foot soak, relax in it. We had a friend who had gout and then something else that was on his foot. I can't remember, but he would soak his feet in the CBD bath soak, and that would help with the inflammation. That would help with the itching, the scratching, all that type of stuff. So
I got impatient. I was just going for the soap. But thank you so much for this. I didn't think there was that much in there. There's a lot of shit in here.
well, it's for both of you. So
Thank you,
It's
man.
both loaded up there.
I see. Wow. Dude.
Our divine incense, those are hand dipped by our friend Brandy.
Is that in
She's
front of the camera?
amazing.
Is that better?
She has.
Okay, so we're gonna go to you said
wholesale warehouse, Babylon, I believe, in
Babylon Wholesale.
Taylorsville. That's awesome.
Dude, we should hurry and light one of these. You want to
Yeah,
light one
they're
of these,
for
honey?
sure.
amazing. Yeah, they're amazing.
Do we have a
can
thing
have
you
a
could poke
lighter.
this into? Should we do lollipop or the nag?
Lollipop is our biggest seller at our
Okay.
store.
Is it?
So
Here, let's
I
do
would
that.
say lollipop. Nog Champa, I just brought it because,
I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know how to say the word.
It's Nog Champa. You can't not bring it. It was between that and Petroli, so. Please do.
Ooh, it smells so good.
And we have our T-shirts that we threw in there for you. Those, unfortunately, are not available on our website yet, but we did have a few requests to put those up on our website, but we're almost out of that shirt design. And once this shirt design is gone, it's gone. So get those while you can. They're only available
Ooh,
right
I
now
can smell it.
at our shop.
I can smell that son bitch, boy. Oh my God, this smells good. Thank you guys. That is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you already said it, but where can we get the incense?
Those are Divine Incense. You can grab those either at our shop or
they
they're
on
at
your-
Babylon Warehouse.
Are they on your site?
They're not on our website yet. Nope. We should put them up on our
smells
website.
fucking amazing,
The
dude.
website shall be growing.
That's our girl Brandy. Shout out to her. She's
Dude, that thing
amazing.
is no joke. Yeah,
Another-
Lollipop. Holler that shit out.
Yeah, that's one of our biggest sellers out at our shop at the marketplace.
Indeed.
Those are another one. The shirts that we threw in there. Those are a big seller out
Dude,
there.
thank you.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you.
You're so
You're
welcome.
I wonder if do you think this is backwards for anybody?
It could be
All the
I think
time.
Is it
just
really? I was gonna be.
depends.
I was
Yeah.
being actually funny. Is that a
No,
thing?
I think
Oh,
it is
yeah.
sometimes.
It-
Yeah.
It can go the other way.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for
everybody's endocannabinoid system is different. It's
Just like we would all process anything else differently.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Okay.
just
I just
kind of
wondered.
like
Yeah.
joke around when we have people come in the shop. I always talk to them and joke to them. I'm like, it's like your soul. You're born with this cannabinoid system.
You're
born
either
with
a this
soul.
lane or
Yeah.
that lane.
That's right.
Exactly. It depends on how the stars and moon were aligned the night you were born.
Yep. And you can't give a universal recommendation to anybody because everybody has to find it on their own. And that's
Yeah.
what happens. You'll find it on your own and you'll know
say,
what's good for you.
This will do this. This will do that. No,
Exactly.
try this and see what it does for you. Is
Exactly.
what is how you talk.
Our
About.
other biggest product that isn't up on our website yet are our gummies. These
that
are
what these
our
are?
peach flavored
Oh, yeah.
gummies. Yes. And then we also have our CBD pet treats. So we kick down a
Dude.
bunch of those pet treats as well.
Pet treats?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn pet treats.
So we have a lot of really great feedback on that. There is a dog trainer
Oh, right
that
here.
works with us out at the Tooele Marketplace. And she always comes in
Do they
and
love 'em?
recommends it. And she says this is probably the best treats I've ever had. So
do they freak out?
Well,
The
she-
dogs
Oh, it
just
calms
love-
them down.
She
No, do
loves
they
them.
love them? That's
Oh,
all I
yeah.
know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Get
and
excited.
everything in it is organic, natural flavor, so it's everything healthy for your dog. Nothing additive, no.
That's what's so beautiful
preservatives or
about
anything like that.
your
It's
guys'
all
stuff.
organic. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are in the process of coming out with a couple of different like dog and pet items that you can use. We know that we're a little late in the game, but we do make everything by hand and we do create everything just us. So we're coming up with
You
like
two do all of this, like
Yeah.
in a big kitchen.
Yes.
yeah, we have a big like processing kitchen that we do, and then we just have our retail shop that we run.
How does the plant comes to you just
From
ready
our
to use?
farmer, yeah, in
Ready to cook
Grantsville,
down or
Carter Kids, I
whatever.
believe. Carter Kids Farms in Grantsville.
So you take
Utah.
plant and make it into all of this different
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
God damn.
It's a process. It's
Dude, that's
processing.
How long? Okay, let's just go here. Here's the can. Here's your. Should I open it so I can read it?
Yeah, that's our team.
It doesn't make it go bad, right? If I open it,
Oh, no.
just
No,
okay.
you're fine.
That's just you have to have it in an
I just
exit
wanna read it.
bag. You
Yeah.
know, welcome to the state of Utah.
Yeah. Oh man, my little fingers don't work so good for this.
See, childproof. No. Just kidding.
You do all the packaging and everything.
Yes. So
Yes.
this is our 500 milligram tincture. That one is actually up on our website. So
Okay.
that's lucky enough for us.
OG Cannabis Products.
Yeah. So you can actually use your phone and pull up the COA so you can see exactly everything that's in that oil all the way down to the way it
If they
was
just
processed.
if you just type it up, you can.
You can just scan it if you have one of those phones that pull up like the QR codes and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
you can
Oh
just
yeah. It's
scan
right on the
it,
bottle,
And then that's our COA. We just put it right on the bottle so that you could pull it up.
and it gives you the exact. Dude, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So then you can see exactly what's in it and how much and where we're at and everything.
It saves you all the work of doing it too on the label or whatever you,
I
whatever
also
legally.
believe it might be like state recommended.
It's regulation.
That you have to have it
Yeah, it's
on the
regulation.
label.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because you have to have all these things perfectly on the label.
What now? What can I expect? Because you have a lot of stuff, so I'm going fast.
Right.
So this
What can we
is
expect
very earthy.
from
It's going
this?
to be a tincture that helps with like anxiety, depression. It's going to help with aches
Insomnia.
and pains, insomnia.
How many drops? 3?
Really
for a
depends.
user-
Again, you can't do
Sure,
a
sure.
universal thing. But for
What's
a man
the
your size, an
recommendation?
adult person who's like maybe a somewhat regular
Yeah.
user, I would go for about in between a half a dropper and 3/4 of a dropper to start and see where you are.
So right there.
Do that
So-
for about 7
shit.
days.
God damn it! I feel
And then if you feel like it's not working for you,
So
increase.
bad.
Okay, the more the merrier.
say when.
right
Perfect.
there.
That's perfect.
Yep.
So that was
Double that.
Yeah.
For a man your size, yeah.
So we have noticed though too that with one of our friends, shout out Green Eyes.
Oh, it tastes fucking good.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
It's whole plant
he
extract,
was
so
super,
it tastes exactly.
Do you want
like
to try
the
this?
plant.
It tastes really
he
good.
was like super duper high, right? Like cloud 9 high. And he called out to me. He said, Karlie. And I just came sliding in the room with some of our CBD tincture and I put some underneath his tongue. And like within 5-10 minutes, he was like, oh,
Vibing?
man.
Are you
Oh,
fucking
that's
kidding me?
Exactly what I needed, dude. Thank you so much. That just totally brought me down. That like took
No
me.
shit.
So it counteracts
Dude, it
that
tastes,
like high.
you can feel it. Like,
And I know we were talking
it's
about
very
this
powerful
earlier
tasting.
about edibles and stuff.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people now, because now that you can go in and get your tree, you can process it from home. Like anybody can have a magic weed butter machine. But the dosing and the way it turns out, so like if you end up getting some edibles from your neighbor, you know, you're not really sure exactly like how much is in there. So like we kind of offer this as a counteract to that, because sometimes when you get something from your neighbor, that's gonna knock you like in the dirt.
Sure. It's
You know,
not
you're like, whoa, do you
regulated.
even know? Yeah,
Sure.
it's not packages. It's not, you know, that's just something that you're getting from your neighbor. This will make you like come back. Like it will counteract that super high, anxious, paranoid feeling. It'll just bring, and the same thing with our gummies. Our gummies are like the tincture, but in a delicious form.
Say, how many gummies would you eat to be about the same idea as this? Like
About two.
Two.
two?
I would say two for that. for a
How
drop.
how long does it take? Give me an idea. Because I'm
It really
I'm a
depends.
hard work. Look
Remember
at these
that
hands.
everyone
I
is
see
an
how hard
individual.
working
No.
So it's really going to depend on your metabolism.
This is a
rate,
working
how it
question.
works.
No,
Okay.
no. I was asking how long it takes you to process from
Oh, I see.
material. What is it? How long? Because I love to work. So how long? I love process. How long till you guys have that material in your kitchen, and you're doing whatever it
us
takes?
about 48 hours
to make something like that.
process
Yeah,
a
48
bottle of
hours from
tincture.
plant to bottle, and then
Damn.
like you know, we have to always send out a sample to the labs to
We
get
call
a
it a
test. and
potency
everything.
test,
Yeah,
just
the
to make
potency
sure we're
test.
within regulations and
Yep,
everything's
make
where
sure that
we want
everything
it.
is good for the state.
It's a lot of work. Huh?
It always
I was just
is.
wondering how much
It's a
work
lot
it
of
is because I
It's a lot of work.
I'm-
It's a lot of
So
work.
it
I'd
takes
love to
two
work
of
hard.
us, and then sometimes we
So
get
much
Blue. Blue's in the kitchen with us.
How do you make a gummy? How the hell does
You know, there's a lot of wrong ways to make a gummy out
they
there.
look so complicated? It looks.
So you should
they're all
try
s-
one. Just pop one right in your mouth.
Are you-
They're
what?
so
I
delicious.
just had the
I
damn-
know it'll be fine. I promise. You'll be.
What if
good.
I get too chilled out?
You act like you gotta go.
Yo, what if
worst
I'm leaning
thing-
like that?
The worst thing that's going to happen if
should-
you've had
yeah.
too much is you're going to take a nice long nap. Your body's going to shut down and you're going to get real lethargic and tired. That's how you know you've had too much.
But
Of,
I will
reduce
tell you
it.
this,
of CBD?
CBD or THC, either way, if you're getting lethargic, if your body is shutting down and you're taking a nice long nap, you're taking too much, reduce your dose.
Gotcha.
But I usually take about 2 gummies right before bed. Honestly, like that's probably the best time. But one to taste it and flavor. I mean, we usually taste it in the kitchen too. So by
or
the
three
time we're
times.
done in the kitchen and we get to that point, it's already, you know.
My fingers are busted. I can't open them. I got working hands. I can't get my little thumbs in there.
I opened it, no problem. I don't got working hands.
Look, I hurt this thumb today. It's all fucking.
You should
banged
try
up.
one.
Try one.
Totally.
That's our peach flavor. We
How many
tried
flavors do you
probably-
have?
We've got a few. We've got the watermelon and the green apple that are available out of state right now. And then the peach is going to be the first one that's available
Ooh, they
in
feel
state.
cool.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited about that one. And then we're going to bring watermelon on. And then I think we're trying
Ooh,
strawberry.
that melts in your mouth. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mom
a cool
has
texture.
dentures,
Dude, that's
and
weirdly
she-
cool.
Yeah, my mom has dentures, and so she doesn't really like that hard, chewy stick.
Ooh, I
to your
like that.
teeth.
Those
So we
fuckers
were
are
able to
great.
like figure out a way to get it right within that perfect gush, gush
Dude,
layer
those are
where
good.
it can melt and it's not hard on your teeth all the time.
You better try out.
Or sticking into your teeth.
I had a question. You said that you guys use a commercial kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Did it take anything special to be like, yo, we're gonna be
So many things.
okay?
So I had to get my food handler's permit. We had to have at least a food handler's and manager's permit.
We had to do FBI fingerprint background
FBI
checks.
background
We had
checks.
to do several different inspections with the health department,
The
with
hemp department.
the ag department, UDAF, the hemp department of Utah. Like, there's so much inspecting and like going through the processing technique so that they can approve us for what we're doing. Like there's so
And then
much.
there's a whole
so
nother
much.
level to that when you are qualified as organic and natural. So like most of the stuff that we have is all organic, but we haven't been able to put that on the label yet because you have to go through the process of getting that certified and this.
How much shit is in here?
So much.
Okay,
Dude, it
so
just keeps
our
coming.
Our other big one is our cock sauce, which we
Yeah.
call in-house.
The state
Whoa,
wouldn't
whoa,
let
whoa,
us-
whoa,
yeah,
whoa, what?
The state wouldn't let us call it that out of house.
Yeah,
It's the intimate massage.
It is our intimate massage cream.
But in house, we affectionately call it the cock sauce.
But shout out to Kevin.
Intimate massage.
Yeah. Shout out to our buddy Kevin.
Don't try that one right now.
No, I mean, you can open it and smell it. It smells amazing.
Your dick gets hard.
I'll be right back.
Oh, it does.
No,
It
no,
does.
too much information. But people have tried
yeah.
little. We stopped getting little sample packs
Because
to
people
give
were
away because
trying
people
it
were
People are
going
like-
out in the
bathroom.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me, bro?
We're
And then they're
It
like,
feels
"What
that
should we
cool?
do?" We're
Yeah.
like, "Go home."
Yeah.
Now,
Go home.
is this safe for everybody?
Yes.
This
Yes.
on our
In
label
every which way?
is actually really cute
Yes.
because it says for him, for her, for she, for he, for you,
For you,
for me, for us, for we. Yeah. So
Is it on here for sure?
yeah.
Are you shitting me, dude?
No,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny. So
The fuck is it? I gotta see that. You're
Yep.
killing me.
It is. It is perfectly fine for all of us.
Oh,
and-
sure shit, huh? You guys are killing
so
me.
we put it on there so that
CBD
everyone's
intimate
aware.
what? This is massage cream, bro.
No,
Yes.
that's it. That's
Oh,
the
that's
relief
it.
balm. That one's the
Oh, because they
cock
wouldn't let you.
sauce.
They wouldn't let you call it cock sauce.
No, so we had to call it the intimate massage cream.
Cock sauce is cool.
Yeah, that's what people come into the shop and ask for is our intimate massage cream, but it's really our cock sauce.
Oh god damn, it smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our friend Kevin.
Dude, that smells so good.
And it tastes good too. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Is it safe for?
Yeah, you can eat it. It's edible.
It's safe for
Oral-
intercourse.
Yes,
Yeah.
as well?
Not safe for
It's-
condoms. It's not safe for condoms.
It'll eat condoms.
It'll eat condoms up.
but-
So
Listen,
be safe in
kids.
other ways.
Yes. Yes.
So wait, it
very
feels.
true.
I don't want to stick my yucky fingers in there, but it kind
Oh,
of.
you can.
I did on the
It's totally
edge.
fine.
But
You
it feel.
should.
Does it like
And so-
break down as you scoop it out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it melts down
It's
into an
whipped.
oil
Do you feel it?
real quick. So
So it works
Smell
really
that
well.
shit.
As
Smells
like,
so
it's
good.
water too, so like you can, or it's not water.
Water
but
soluble.
Dude, it
yeah,
smells
it's water
fucking
soluble,
incredible.
So you can, use it in a hot tub, use it in a pool, or
Are you
like,
shitting me?
Ocean.
It'll
or
stay on?
something.
Yeah,
Like
it's amazing.
it keeps it nice and wet, nice and slippery.
So
It's
how
good.
have you guys got this into like sex shops and shit?
We
Black
have,
Velvet.
Yeah, we have them in a few of them. It's a very unique item. It's
Blue
one of our
Boutique?
unique items.
Do you have Blue Boutique as one of them?
we are trying for
so.
Blue Boutique.
I got you there. Okay.
Oh man,
Done.
we'd love to.
Okay, that's it
So-
for there. That's it
yes.
for. God damn, that smells. Do you smell that shit?
It smells delicious. And she said it's edible, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use it with your girl. Your girl can go down there.
Yeah.
But like the idea behind
I got
it,
it.
not that we can make medical claims or anything, so I'm gonna be real careful and delicate about my language.
This is my favorite
But
part.
What do you?
the idea here is that it's a microdosing technique that increases blood flow to the area without relaxing the muscle. Does that make sense?
That's what this is doing.
That's what
Yes.
that's doing. So it's just bringing blood to the area, blood flow, making that blood flow nice and strong.
Wherever it's put at.
Yeah, and that helps for women too. I don't know, a whole lot of women don't talk about.
Is it make? it
Everybody
may-
knows about ED, but not a lot of people
I was gonna
hear
say.
about OD, right?
Yes.
And that's
So
a
this
problem
will-
for women.
This helps
It
that as well.
helps,
It helps you last a
absolutely.
little longer. The
Personal
guys can
testimony.
last a little longer.
Yes.
I think
And
that
it
needs to be
works
screamed
really
out there.
well.
I'm serious.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. We've heard a
That's
lot
incredible.
of really everybody who's used
Everybody
it.
Dude,
raves
it
about
we
it.
fucking
gave it away one
smells.
time as samples, and just everybody.
It fucking smells
everybody ended
so
up,
good.
yeah, enjoying that night. They thought it
Bravo
was
on
awesome.
your. This shit's amazing.
So our partner was actually the one who ended up
Letting us know that it
stumbling
was
upon
great.
this because he was
This idea?
It was
Yeah.
our whipped relief balm that we first came out with about a year or so ago, and he was giving his wife
Relief
a rub down.
balm?
He was giving his wife the old rub down and everything, and then like it just ended up getting down there into
You're like,
private
"Oh,
areas.
shit."
And he was like, "Whoa, I'm back in high school, folks!" And like just was so excited to be like
That's
having
awesome.
that blood pumped there.
So you can massage with it too.
Yeah.
Is the
Yes.
idea? You can massage
Uh-huh.
backs with it and stuff.
Yeah, we have a couple massage therapists who
Hell
like using
yeah,
it in
dude.
their office because like the aroma is very relaxing. You know,
Oh,
you
it
can
smells
rub it in.
incredible.
And it's like warming to the touch almost. Like it's almost like that wet, cooling feeling. It's pretty good.
It smells weirdly cool.
Yeah, I agree.
God damn, yeah. Okay.
So that's our
I'm a
intimate
fan.
massage
I'm
cream,
definitely a
aka the cock sauce.
How much is a little go a long way?
It does. Yeah, a little goes
So
a long
like
way.
to rub someone's back, you would just get a little bit, little glob on your finger kind of thing.
Yep.
About
And
a
then
three
just
finger,
refill as needed.
About 3 fingers.
For a
dip
back
it in
rub?
there,
Yeah, for
rub it
nice and
together.
Dude, that shit's, I'm all about it.
Put it down
Yeah.
in there.
Put it wherever it wants to go.
Yeah, it's very
Beard cream.
special.
Talk to me about beard cream.
Oh, okay. So
Or whatever you want. Keep going down your aisle.
So we have quite a few friends that are bearded and
Beard
they
cream.
have like irritations and whatnot under their skin. And so this is a medicated beard balm that helps soothe the skin
Or
under
balm,
your
sorry.
beard. It helps the health of your hair and like growth and stuff like that. But mainly it's meant to help that skin underneath your beard maintain health.
Oh my God, damn.
And I did that for the ladies because it smells real good.
yes.
fucking smell that shit.
So it
You
goes.
can just rub that on your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Dude,
rub
that smells
into your
fucking
beard.
incredible.
What
Yeah.
you usually do is take like a dime size, rub it into your palm, and then pull it through your beard, and then use a beard comb and kind of form it and shape it, and then it kind of gives it like this finished, shiny almost look. But it
Smells
looks
so
and
good.
smells so good whenever you
Damn.
just like pull it into your beard. And we've had a lot of people who really like that. It's just really good for your skin. It helps, and then like your beard is shiny and beautiful. We're gonna come out with a 24 karat gold line that has glitter in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
For
You gotta
beards?
throw
Yeah.
glitter in there, you know.
Is this a thing? Guys do
Well,
this?
and so
Oh,
we've
yeah.
been beta testing the 24 karat gold
Yes,
line for
that's what I
quite some
thought about
time,
it.
and we had
There's
so many
hits?
guys come
Yeah.
back and we're like, well, why don't we get
Can
the gold?
we get gold
like,
in this?
Oh my God. Well, here it comes, fellas.
yeah, get ready.
Yo,
And then
CBD
this is
bath
our
soap.
bath soap.
Oh, I love the
Is
bath
it
soap.
salt or what is what is
There
soap?
are Epsom salts in there.
So salty material. You just pour
Yeah.
it in, and it
Yep.
You
does
can
it
do it
suds
for
up?
like a foot soak, a hand soak. Like it would work really well on your work hands. You know,
Yeah.
if you soaked them in there for a little bit, it would feel really well. Or
Like
really
20
good.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's what you really need right there.
Oh, there's I
Yeah.
can see through the back of it. It's kind of like a powdery stuff.
Yep.
Just don't snort it or eat it.
Not
Yeah, it
edible.
kind of looks like Coke. Like it's not.
Yeah,
One of our
it's
few
not-
products
yeah.
that you couldn't
Don't-
eat.
Don't snort it.
I didn't know you could see through the back of it. Oh, I want to smell it, but can you smell it?
Yeah, you
It
can
won't go
smell it.
bad.
No, you
I
can
gotta
open
smell
it
this
up.
shit, dude. I'm a sniffer guy.
Perfect. I think I grabbed Amber Rose. I think.
Said Amber Rose.
And then Wasatch
this
Rain
one's-
is the soap if you wanted to open and smell the soap. I'm glad I put both of them in there. So those are, we have a beginner's
yeah,
bundle
dude.
right now that you can get. That's the Relief Balm. That's that little green one. You can
Where
get
at?
that.
Right. This thing?
Yep, you can get that. A tincture, the 500 milligram tincture, and then either a bath soap, which is that like our salt.
Oh, shit.
Or you can do the dope soap. So
See, now that's my favorite.
that
Right here.
one right
Stop
there,
everything. What's
yeah.
this shit? What
That's
is
my
this?
favorite product right
That
there.
is the
That's the
Relief
pain
Balm.
salve that we originally developed for my daughter Harlie with
her
her
back.
back. So it's got a whole lot of stuff
just wanna keep smelling
besides
it.
the hemp going on in there that is affecting how quickly,
Wow.
how long
It's
it lasts.
powerful. as
So
fuck.
The muscle relaxation,
One of the
so
things
much
that
going
I
on
can
in there.
have a testimony to is we do spend like 24 hours, sometimes
That shit
72
smells
hours
awesome.
standing on our feet in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I get home and we we just put it all over our feet, on our
Oh, yeah.
ankles, on our thighs.
I can't put it on my
like-
hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
put it on your
yeah.
hands, on your
Don't
neck.
put it on your eyes, for
but-
God's sake.
Yeah,
but
and don't nothing internally.
yeah,
Yeah.
but anywhere that way.
But it helps. It just relaxes you. It gets you. You know.
Fuck,
that
I'm gonna be
aching
blasted
feeling.
here in a minute. Then
You're gonna be feeling pretty good.
fucking send it.
Yep.
But that one's
So
a
them
really
hands.
big
If people
hit.
don't get to see my hands, look there.
Yeah.
Let's
Our
just start with a
hardworking hands.
Those are
testimonial
tough
here.
working hands
Yeah.
right there.
There's hands out there in the world, and then there's these hands.
That's right.
These are hard, they do stuff, and they're just hammered, and they always look like this. And I'm a tattoo artist.
That's awesome.
But I work, man. I'm a hard worker down here. I do a lot of fab stuff and stuff like that, and they just stay like this. This is
Yeah.
how they are. So I've put a bunch of this on, not enough of it on my hands. That was about right, you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And,
I would say you can
so I'll-
even
I
take
will
like a
be-
little bit more, and on your cracked one right there, you could probably rub it into your crack a little bit, and that would probably feel pretty
Yeah,
decent.
there's a lot
Oh,
of
there's
healing
cracks
properties.
everywhere.
Yeah.
These
We
hands are
use some essence of yarrow
if this
in
stuff
there for the
works,
skin to
I'll be the
heal.
first one to tell you.
Yep.
Because these hands need love.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. I would say use it for a couple of days heavy.
Yeah. As much as you need to.
It smells so good, dude.
This is
this was, you created this one for
my daughter.
And it's not like, my hands are shiny, but they're not slippery.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain.
No,
you can hold on to shit.
Like
I can still hang on to shit.
With it. Yeah, it's like the slippery,
that's fucking
wet
weird.
kind of stuff for massages. Mm-hmm. So it goes on and it's fast acting.
That's why I hate lotions and things. Men oftentimes, I think, are.
Yeah, and this is Karlie. Yeah, Karlie was the same way. You can't put a lotion on her. She hates it. Lotion. So we had to get something that was a completely different absorption and texture than a lotion, or she wouldn't even try it.
It's so nice.
But I can still hold on to shit. That is bizarre. It's freaking me the fuck out. But that's why I don't wear lotion. That's why I'm saying
it gives you the sense.
A lot of men, I think, are like
have
me.
Your wits about you.
Yeah, it's hard. We don't like our hands slippery because we're.
Yeah.
That's just, I would imagine, but that smells incredible.
Yep.
So you made this just for relieving pain and things. So you can use this anywhere on the body.
Anywhere on the body. Not internally recommended because of some of the herbal things in there.
But we have the cog sauce for that.
It smells a little bit spicy. This smells like it might tingle you up if you did that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it will give you a tingle depending on where your nerves are in the area.
Oh my God, that smells good. This one definitely is powerfully smelling to me.
Yeah, that's probably 2 years worth of development before we finished the product.
Shit is incredible right there.
Yeah. It was about 2 years.
What's next? What's this one?
Ooh,
this
tattoo cream.
Tattoo cream.
Hey, you're in a tattoo shop.
Yes, I have been.
Yo, I'll be harsh on this one, y'all.
Yeah, be real.
No, I'm just kidding.
So what we did when we first went to the marketplace, shout out to Tooele Marketplace, they're amazing. But we tested out this. We put it out as a free sample, and that's how we got most of the people to come over to our booth, was because they were like, "Oh, CBD tattoo balm, what's this about?" And they would come over and they would put it on their tattoos, right? And as soon as they put it on there, it brings your color that you haven't seen for years back to life.
Detail.
And like people just started crying and bought this tattoo balm, just saying, "Oh, this takes me back to when I first got this back in high school or something." You know?
Have you been to conventions with this? Have you got into the convention scene?
Ink Against Cancer.
It
was a foundation thing that we did for Ink Against Cancer.
That's not a convention, though.
It's not a convention. So
you've got to get on the convention circuit immediately.
Yeah, I would love to.
COVID. Do it.
COVID shut down everything we tried to do last year.
I can get you in. I can help.
But we would love to. Okay. We would absolutely love to.
That's how you will saturate the tattoo world with this. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Open a booth there.
This stuff is amazing. Yeah. We have a tattoo artist out at the marketplace too, Red Rum, and he really likes using the tattoo balm as well.
Can't peel his goddamn thing out.
I know. And with those
it's not because of my hands. That part, it's not.
Do you want me to get it off for you?
You gotta really make it child protected, y'all.
Sorry, we don't want you to get into this unless you're 18 or older, all right?
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. I figured, here we go. Let's see.
So on your arm, I bet would look really cool.
It smells really good.
I want to see it right on that flame, the blue, green.
Oh, yeah.
Flame,
right here?
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great mixture. Again, I think it's the magic of all the ingredients.
Now, so if we're tattooing with this, we gotta be careful oversaturating people with it, right? So was it this effect in this as well? Am I asking the right question? Does that make sense? So you can over CBD, right? You said you can get tired and stuff like that. Can I use, if I tattoo with this?
And so again, that's a microdose in that one. It's not a lot. So you would have to use like that entire can.
Oh, okay.
To equal out like maybe 2 of the droppers.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a
tattooers
very low
need to know
dose.
that.
Yeah, it's a microdose.
So it's very small. Mm-hmm.
First off, they're not just going to keep dipping in it to tattoo people. They'll scoop it out with a thing and be done with it for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're safe to use a scoop like that. It's not going to make somebody get goofy or tired.
No.
Dude, it smells really good.
It's all CBD, so it's all natural plant blade.
Yeah, dude, it's smooth.
Plant-based.
Plant?
Yeah, I love lamp.
That shit feels cool. It all feels cool. It all smells cool.
And it's all natural.
It's all cool.
Yeah, all natural stuff.
Damn. Tattoo cream. It smells good.
That one's kind of one of my favorites because it's
like that soap thing we do. What's it called? That you smell? The Scentsy smoke? It's like that today.
We would literally sit for hours and just go smell Scentsies.
Oh yeah.
Because producer Erica, she does the Scentsy stuff.
Nice.
And so she always samples, like thousands of them.
Oh good.
Just didn't smell them.
The sample thing.
There's some Scentsies. That would be awesome. We should get some out in
What's
Tooele.
that? Is there more? Holy shit! Is that it, or is there more?
Oh my gosh, did we go through 9, 10? How many?
I think that's it.
And the dog treats and the gummies,
one
and
more.
it keeps coming. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, this is
the
that
dope
soap.
soap. Yep, that's the dope soap.
Jesus, here I go again.
We have to have these packaged, labeled, sealed, ready to go.
Fingers are fucked up.
How did you guys come up with the name for your product?
OG cannabis products.
Yeah.
So in about 2007, 2008, right after I had met Karlie, I moved to California to gain my patient's rights. And I was trained out there on how to grow the plant, how to extract from the plant. And up in that area of California, Northern California, OG doesn't stand for Old Gangster. It stands for Ocean Grown. And so that OG is a shout out to where, I received my training and my education in the cannabis industry. And so just to recognize, shout out Mendo fam, that,
OG,
we're OG.
ocean
We were grown by the ocean in Fog Bank, and there's something magic in those redwoods. So
It is, but we do get a lot of the original gangster or the OG.
Yeah.
Why not go
Yeah.
where it's very legal and easy to do all of this?
We are available there. We're
Yeah.
actually, we
Oh,
just
okay,
got
okay.
a wholesale over in Missouri.
Yeah.
I think so. So yeah, we're
so
getting in.
we're out in about 6 states right now.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Yeah, but I have a local reputation out there in Mendo, and so there's a few shops out there that carry my stuff just because they know who I am and they know that I was trained there and that I'm local out there. And we are available in 6 states, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's
Growing
this?
ever more.
These are
that's
one
fun.
of our novelty items that you can get at our shop. It is a pop-up card. But like when
Should
you
I open
open
it?
up,
Yeah.
when you open up the card,
Fuck, I was hoping you'd say no.
Junior, I would love to see you Christmas morning.
If
You
I
probably
had
get
to
so
open
frustrated.
one more thing
I have to
I'm
carry a
so
knife.
sorry.
I don't have a knife in my. I have a gun right here, but I don't have a knife. There's a gun under this table. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right. All right.
This has got to be one of my favorite.
Oh,
items that we
that's
sell.
so cute.
Yeah.
He's a little guy.
Yeah.
We have
Aw.
like bongs and
He's so cute.
joints and buds that all pop up. So
You don't see the little guy? Look at the little guy.
That's dope. Now you need to pair a pop out of a dick for the cock bomb.
or a rooster.
Yep.
Yeah, what else? Oh, we did it. We did all of it. Did we
Yeah,
do all of
we
it?
got everything.
I think we
Welcome
might
to the
have,
world
yeah.
of OG now.
Bro.
Now you're set up.
What's a product that you guys haven't done that you want to do?
Well, we've got something like 50 products plus, like on the way, right? It's just a little bit complicated
In
on getting them out.
development.
Say 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. There's a lot.
50.
We're going into kind of a spa line thing. A lot of producers stick to the pain salve, the bath bombs, and the tinctures and the gummies, and that's all you get. But we're expanding out past that because there's a lot you can do.
Yeah.
And the way that I was taught is that every single way that you can absorb this plant into your body and onto your body, you should do. And so there's a lot of different spa things. One of the things that I'm most excited about is a facial mist, just like a
Facial toner.
toner. Yeah, toner. And I'm not a girly girl. I don't like doing like facials and all this stuff. But as we develop this product and the face masks and the toners and stuff, I have really enjoyed feeling like vibrant and youthful in my skin, and I'm not spring chicken, I'm in my 40s, not gonna lie. But it's nice.
What's another? Can you send another one that might be coming? Something you're super excited about, or no?
Elongate, but that's kind of just the same.
Just think.
Yeah.
You don't have to say a single thing.
Well, we're coming out with the Believers bundle. So right now we have the beginners bundle that comes with this one and the tincture, and then either the dope soap or the bath soak.
Is it on your thing? Is it right here?
Yeah, the beginners bundle should be
And
up there.
okay, so this is nice.
So now this
God
one,
damn,
we've
I
come
need
out
glasses,
with
bro.
the Believers bundle, which you're going to get like this size of relief balm, and you're going to get our 1,500 milligram tincture, along with the dope soap and the bath soak.
And it's 90. How much is it?
And then that one,
I think it was $149.
I think it was $149 for that
$149 for that
Yeah.
one.
For the Believers bundle.
Oh, that's the
big
Believers
Believers.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
Believers
I was
bundle.
on- he's on
Beginners
the
bundle
beginners.
is $99.
Yeah, so once you are at the beginner's bundle and you know it works and
So
you
that
know
one was
this is
$95
my
bucks.
product, you can come back in. And we actually
sick.
had an older gentleman who would come into our shop when we had a kitchen and shop in Mill Creek. And he would come in and buy us out of all of our relief balms because we could barely keep them on the shelves as fast as like even people just walking off the street coming in.
Yeah.
For
You
pain.
know, like instantly. And he came in and it was actually his suggestion and told us that he said, you should put your relief balm in these bigger jars so I don't have to come in here and harass you all the time. And he was just this sweet old lady, our old man who used like all of our products. He loved our relief balm. And so we created it and we doubled the recipe. And so now we have the believers. Like now you believe in us. Now you see that our products work and they can help you and they can change your life.
Absolutely. I
So
can feel everything working for sure. My hands feel good for sure. They smell good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm a
smell.
guitar player. I'm old. I have arthritis, and like I can barely get through 3 songs on a guitar before I am aching all the way up to my elbow. And this stuff, like I can keep going, just slather it on. Feels great.
Yeah, so musicians hear that, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
And anybody.
yeah. Everybody.
People
really.
typing.
Yeah,
Anything.
everybody.
People, yeah, with lower arm carpal tunnel scenarios, that stuff would totally feel incredible. I can
Oh, yeah.
feel, I can already feel it on my hands.
Oh yeah,
It's making them kind of hot, like not hot, but warm, kind of
tingling.
Yeah.
the tingling
It's supposed
sensation.
to be comforting.
It is.
Yes.
It's just I didn't know that was there.
It's
there.
like a hug from us to you.
We want
Oh,
you to feel good.
well, I
Yeah.
do.
We want people to feel good.
I do, and
Yeah.
they're still shiny. Look at my beautiful hands, Andre. They're
Yeah,
re-
put it on your knee.
they're
You
really
should.
hammered and dirty, but
Ooh,
they
our friend Blue, he actually hurt his
clean.
knee. And the first thing he did was come over and get our relief balm, and we put it all the way up and down his leg, and that was
Yeah,
It
I'll go
helped
over
him
my
out, yeah.
recommendation.
that's the one I put on my hands.
Right.
Yeah.
And with the pain balm, like even though it's my hand that's hurting, I'm gonna go all the way up to my
all your
elbow
pulse points
to the next pulse point because
Yeah.
I want to start drawing that blood all the way down. So you always go, if your hands are hurting, go from your wrist to the next pulse point. If your shoulder's hurting, go up your neck to the next pulse point. If your back is hurting, go down and around your ribs to that pulse point. And always go ahead of the pain because your pain will move through your body. So if your hand is hurting, go up above your elbow and your wrist because
That's where you rub is
you-
above it.
yeah, all the way on
Go
it,
above
everywhere,
it, you said, every time.
all the way over
That's
there,
interesting.
and then up to the next pulse point because it's going to start drawing that
Got
blood
it.
down from the next pulse point, which is a stronger indicator.
So I should have put it on my arms instead of my goddamn
Well,
hands.
and we just
No,
wanted you to
it'll
see
help
what
with your
it'll
hands,
what it'll
yeah.
help with here. But like next time, and you know, as you're done with your day, feel free to like do it up.
Yeah, it
Do
feels
up.
cool. I can feel it.
treat
Yeah.
yourself.
Treat
I can
yourself.
feel it.
That's
I'm
right.
I'm grabbing this shit and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Where's that other one? Where's that other shit called? Where's that? That no. The other one. Where's the
There we go. There we
oh,
go.
fuck, where'd the good one go? The what's it called? Yeah, that. Where's that at? Did I
That
fucking
one's
lose?
there.
Oh, is that this
That's
one?
it. Yep.
I thought this was the big
Nope.
one I put
That's
on my
the
hand.
intimate massage.
Okay, later.
Intimate massage.
Yeah, I put the big one in there.
Dude, that smells so good.
We have that in a smaller one. We have our Get Lucky bundle, which comes in a smaller version of the intimate
This is
massage cream, dope soap, and our hoodie. We have like custom OG hoodies. So
You got a
it's the
beanie on
Get
too?
Lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
See a beanie? You got
Yeah.
merch. You got hella
we have
merch.
merchandise. Yeah, we make all that too by hand. All of our merchandise is made by hand.
Damn.
That's why when we have our t-shirt designs, when we're out of those. Like those are
We
classic.
retire the
You
design.
get one and done. And so that's kind of what we wanted to do, was just have like an evolving, t-shirt where you have a different cool design every, quarter or every few months or something.
And you two
But
do those
then-
as well?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
but then she designs all of
Jesus.
them. Yeah, she designs everything, and then we put it out together.
When did you sleep?
I remember
don't.
what that's like.
Do you have like help?
Look at you.
Remember.
Look at you. You know what it's
No,
like.
honestly, do you have
Yeah.
help though? Is it just you two doing like most
You
of
know,
this?
I've got 3 amazing adult children who, inspired the business. They'll inherit the business. They're
Yeah.
very invested in the business, and they've helped a lot. Karlie's family, like her mom helps so much.
So you have a little help.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
damn,
our
that's a
family
lot of
helps a
help.
lot,
That's a lot
and
of
we've
work.
got a lot of support from our community.
Yes.
Like since we opened up the shop in Mill Creek, like it's amazing how our community has grown and the support that they give us, not just with the company, but like in our personal lives, you know.
So you have storefront as well,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it's in Mill Creek.
It's in Tooele. It's in Tooele.
It's in Tooele.
Yeah, we ended up moving.
So it's actually really cool. It's at the old asylum. Like, I don't know if you're familiar
Yeah, I
with
had Kim
paranormal
Anderson
or
on my
yeah, so
podcast.
it's out with like Kim and Dusty and them out at the Tooele Market
Oh, that's-
place.
you told
and
me
they
that.
took the
She told me
old
that.
patients' rooms
She
and
told me
they
that.
flipped them into businesses. So there's a lot of really cool, unique businesses out there at Tooele Marketplace. And then Sassy's Diner just opened up out there. That's actually
Support
where I
local,
got this
y'all.
cool
That's a cool little
custom-made
cup.
Stevie Nicks, handmade
That's dope.
tumbler, I guess. But they do all sorts of cool stuff out there. And then, of course, during Halloween times, they do the ghost tours and like the haunted house in Asylum 49.
Oh, you're right there for Halloween.
But it is so
Damn.
crazy working out there, though, because a lot of things happen. And I grew up, I was born, I was talking to Erica earlier about this. I was born out in Tooele, so I grew up out
Did you
there.
know each other?
I don't think so. I don't.
How
I might
young
have
are you?
been- So I graduated in 2005.
Yeah, she was
1984.
she was Miss Tooele in 1942.
Yeah,
Oh, 42? Damn, 1942.
that's what he does. He does that. to
My
her.
great great grandpa was the old sheriff of Tooele County, so
No
we
shit.
have a buckskin print of him up in our shop in Tooele. And it was, I think he was back in 1972, like right around there. He was sheriff of Tooele, and so we tell anybody who comes into the shop, if you have a story about old Gillette, you just come in and tell us. We'll take 10% off.
That's right.
You know, 'cause
That's
We wanna
hella
know
cool.
about
I guess
Grandpa.
he was like a really cool sheriff back in the day, and so I don't know. We just
He'd been
give them
proud of this shit
discount.
for show. All this.
Yeah, and so all of our patients, if you're a medical patient, you come out and you have your card, show us your card, we'll give you 10% off
That's right.
everything. So we really are like patient owned, patient ran. We're advocates for patients. We're in the
Are you?
process of.
Do
like,
you? Are you two the owners of it then?
Yes.
We are the owners and co-founders.
I want
of
to eat one of these
OG.
dog treats.
You actually
It could, yeah.
you could
Every
eat
time
one,
we
but-
cook them, everybody's like, "That smells so good." I'm like, "It's
Yeah.
a dog treat. It's
Yeah,
a
they
dog."
do. They
Yeah.
smell good.
But we've tried them.
We
We
have
wouldn't
to,
give
yeah.
anything to our furry
Yeah,
friends
right?
that
You
wasn't
have
good
to
for
try
us.
'em, right?
So,
Dude, everything
yeah.
looks cool. Everything's packaged beautifully. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate you like taking a chance to look at it. We've been trying, like, now we've been officially
2
out there
years.
for 2 years. So
2
this is
years.
our
Yeah.
first year. We were all about getting,
The permits.
the permits,
Jumping the
right.
hoops for the state.
Cutting the red tape and
That's
getting the
right.
ribbon done. And now we have a cool spot out in Tooele. We love all of our patients out there. We actually have Terra Health and Wellness is coming out on the 26th to do QMPs. So we're going to have our own doctor out there to
Perfect.
help write.
Cooking up the people.
Because we're right there hand in hand with
How many
most of
can
the
they do?
patients. They can do like
15 that
4
night?
Yeah.
No.
Like 4, I think he can do 4 or 5 that
4 a
day.
day.
But you have to like make the appointment and
Yeah.
do all of that so that he has that time to sit down and talk to you and see what works for you, and then he can write you that
Can
prescription.
people get a hold of you guys to make that happen, to see if
Yeah.
they can get on a list or something, or how does that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
How's that gonna
we
work?
you can follow us on our Facebook page, OG Status. That one, there's a link on it where you can click on and set up the appointment, and then it'll ask you, do you have a qualifying
condition.
condition? Yeah. And then once you do that, you just pay the deposit, and then you have an appointment set with that doctor, and he'll be in there on Saturday, the 26th. I believe we have one appointment left for like 11.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, so we're there. We meet the patients hand to hand, you know, because they're always coming in and asking, you know, hey, how about this? And one of the things they've been begging for out there is just a doctor to write the prescriptions, to be able to have that access to the and I think the closest dispensary or pharmacy to them is going to be Beehive in West Valley.
You're talking Tooele people.
Yeah, out
Yes.
in Tooele.
The Tooeleans.
Which is like one of the reasons.
What do we call you guys? Tooeleans.
Tooeleans? Toolelites?
Toolets?
Toolets.
What do we call you people?
I don't know.
She's one of them. I need to know. This-
Toolens.
Toolens. Yeah, Tooeleans. I don't even know what the hell else we'd say.
Willie's.
Yeah, the old Twillas.
So you don't have it. Damn, they gotta go clear into. Do you have
Well, you can
is there a
get
doctor out there? You don't have.
Yeah, now we have a doctor out there. Thank
Cool.
goodness to Terra Health and OG were able to bring a doctor out
But
there.
you don't have a dispensary.
But
Not
we
yet.
don't have a dispensary out there. But
And we would have to change the laws in Utah to get
In
one
order to get
anywhere
one out
else.
there,
Anywhere else. So,
but
What do you
right,
mean?
your legislators.
Where they're at is where they are at. Is that what you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And
They're all
the
gone
state
now.
won't grant any more permits for anywhere else.
How many was there? Do you know?
We
15?
started with 12 and then they went up to 15.
Statewide.
Statewide.
Utah's
All over
fucking
Utah.
ginormous.
yeah, you could go to Colorado. or
14
you can go to
dispensaries. How many
Nevada.
people are here? Fucking, are you kidding
Oh,
me?
there's so
Yeah.
many.
That's crazy to me.
I think there's at least a couple 100,000 patients throughout the state.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
15 dispensaries.
Yeah.
We did a patient's
That's sad.
appreciation day. We usually do
Yeah.
that every
How
year.
can we-
August.
How can
Yeah,
we bump
right
that
on.
up? It's just we just gotta wait.
Legislators, right? Your legislators tell them that we need more access, tell them that we need growing rights, we need caregiver rights. You know, we need those things for the industry to be able to expand to what it really needs to be for the amount of demand that we're getting from people.
So where it sits right now, is that what we have to do? Or is it gonna grow all on its own into this recreation thing? Or do we have to just still keep being out there and pushing hard to make this happen? Do you guys know how that works?
We are always going to have to be out there and pushing for progress if we want
Yeah.
progress to happen in anything.
Right, okay.
What is going to happen in our industry in Utah really depends a lot on what's happening federally. They're sitting on a few bills that would, cross your fingers, expunge federally any marijuana
Which would
nonviolent
help
crime.
so much.
It would release so many people
Explain.
from prison.
Can you say what that is? What is this?
So an expungement of any nonviolent cannabis charge would be like if way back in the
I didn't
You were
70s you got
pulled
pulled
over.
over with an ounce. That's a 30-year sentence back in the day. And there's people still sitting in prison
They're gonna
that
release
have
these
been there
people.
for decades for
This is a bill
small
on the hill.
who would have qualified as a patient given the opportunity back in the day. The state of Colorado just did a huge expungement. They let so many people go off of there. And even if there was other things involved, they would reduce the sentence from the marijuana charge. And really, like, we're getting to the point where we realize that this is not a criminal drug, that this is a medicinal plant. And as that evolves, but federally, they're sitting on a bill that could expunge the records of the federally charged people with that cannabis nonviolent crime. And it would be an amazing step forward towards decriminalization, to where you don't get charged and you don't go to jail. There's maybe a civil penalty or community service or some kind of appearance before the judge, slap on the wrist type of thing. But no more of this where you're going to spend 10 years in jail for $20 worth of pot, you know? So expungement is a huge thing. It's a big step, and we should all be writing our senators, the president especially, because he's a little bit adverse still.
Please write him so much.
Write him so much, guys, like all the
Yes.
time. He likes it. No, Camilla reads them to him, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
But yeah, so expungement, and then they're getting ready to declassify from I think it's, what is it, class A, class 1, something like that.
yeah.
So just to deschedule it to where it's not in the same category as like heroin and cocaine.
It's in the
and
same
amphetamine.
category?
Yes.
It's class.
Yes, federally it's.
What is the class of that? What is
I
class?
think it's
anyway?
class A.
Class A.
Yeah, I want to feel like it's class 1 or class A, but it's like the top class, like the
It's
most
medicinal.
dangerous
We-
drug.
It's legal everywhere.
Yeah.
That
Right.
doesn't make any sense.
I know. Yeah, it
so
doesn't.
that's
make
what it is,
sense.
though.
Right, and I
In
think
Utah.
yeah, and I think right
That
now
is-
federally we're coming up to another election season where more states are planning on going not only just medicinal but recreational, and we're coming up to being close to being like 35-40% of the country is recreational, and almost all of the states have some kind of access to medicinal cannabis. And so the federal government really needs to catch up. They really need to get with the times and pass some of these descheduling so that it's not considered as dangerous. They need to decriminalize so that the federal government is no longer arresting and using resources on pursuing people on this. And then they need to expunge, and they need to also do amends and give those people who are being released from prison after 30 years the ability to rehabilitate themselves and use their knowledge of that plant to our benefit, because a lot of the people who have mastered this plant sit in jails. And they could be the ones who unlock a lot of the medicinal secrets and useful things about this plant. And so, let our people go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so according to Duffy's rehab.com, in 1970, the United States actually they came up with the Controlled Substance Act, which classified these drugs in Schedule 1 or Class 1 is what you guys were talking about as far as ecstasy, heroin, LSD, and marijuana is in that same schedule or class.
Oh, and peyote.
Where's like meth and cocaine and what the fuck am I missing? Oh, that's Schedule 2.
That's yeah.
Bro,
Methadone.
weed's a bigger deal than fucking
Ritalin and Adderall.
Or does it go the other way? Is the offense more the bigger the number then? Is that the idea or what?
From what I'm looking at, it looks like the higher the class, the lower the offense kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
so Schedule 5 is lower class, but marijuana is
syrup.
Exactly.
Marijuana is a higher class of drug than cocaine. It's a higher class. God, my eyes are blurry.
Morphine, hydrocodone.
No, now I can see it. Holy shit. Fentanyl?
Yeah.
Okay, methadone, methamphetamine, Adderall, Ritalin.
About
Who in the
Adderall
fuck?
And Ritalin. Those
people in the
surprised me.
70s, man.
Listen to me. We got to look this up because this is pissing me off.
No, yeah.
You're telling me, you just said something that got me in a corner a little bit. Like how is it that it's what it is, but it's legal that we're selling it or that we can? How is it?
Okay, so it's I think maybe it's one of the amendments. I'm gonna get it.
How
wrong.
is it
maybe
illegal?
The 14th Amendment says that any state law, right, that the federal law has to appeal to the state law, right? And so in California, what was this? 2000. Somewhere in the 2000s, I think like 2006, 7, 8, somewhere in there, they passed medicinal laws, right? And so the federal government has to respect California's right to allow their citizens within their state the medicinal use of this cannabis, right? And so as it's gone here, where more and more states, we're like at right around 35%, have said we allow our citizens within this state to be granted this much use or this recreational use or this medicinal use. So the federal government can technically still come after them if they chose to do so. Through Obama's administration, they developed a policy to where they would no longer pursue federal cannabis crimes in states that had passed medicinal or recreational. And it changes.
So make it legal in the state, in whatever state that is, then it should be. Well, you have to federal's federal though.
Exactly.
It's all the way across the board.
So really, like, so much gray area in this. Like, if here in Utah we have a lot of national parks, okay. So even if I'm a state patient, if I'm in Zion's National Park, I'm federal land.
Yeah.
And so I have no rights there. That's right. And so a lot needs to change federally so that the states can actually be supported.
How does that happen? How does it change federally?
Oh man. Write your legislators. I know it sounds stupid and it sounds lame, but the more they hear from people, the more they're willing to change their own personal opinions about things.
So legislation gets together and pushes federal.
Right.
Federal takes, and then where does it go?
So if we were to decriminalize, deschedule, expunge all these things that I've talked about, it's likely that Utah would then ease their restrictions. They would likely look at the federal and say, okay, so we'll allow more patients with, I don't know, let's say, skin conditions that are really severe and different things that aren't allowed right now. There's just a handful, like 13 that are allowed in Utah. But they would allow more conditions to be considered. Eventually, I think they would have to open it up to where it's more recreational above 21. They would have to open it up to where we would have grow rights eventually. But even with the federal, because the state gets to make up their own laws. Yeah. So they could deny. They could say, no, we'll only ever have medicinal rights and we'll never respect the federal opinion that it's decriminalized, it's allowed. Here in Utah, it's still illegal, only available medicinally. And so really, like, on every level, on the federal level, on the state level, and at your local level, be writing your politicians. If you're brave enough and capable enough, please run for office. You know, people do this every day, and that's how things change.
What do you think the probability of it happening here is?
100% with time.
100%. How long do you think? What do you think? Just an opinion.
Oh,
Rough.
my God. Okay, so
Hope would be yesterday.
The House has approved the federal legislation. It's sitting in the Senate right now. If the Senate were to push that forward by the end of the year, which they said they would do last year, and every year, I swear, if they were to get it through the Senate, if Biden, who is not a fan, were to sign that into law, it could be as soon as 4 to 5 years, 2 to 3 election cycles in our state for us to get some different people there who are more pro and who are no longer afraid because of the federal regulations. So 2 to 3 election cycles to get enough proponents and to get enough activists up there on the Hill. Given the federal legislation, I think we could change a lot.
God, it would be so nice.
Yeah.
There's one up on the Hill right now for Delta 8, Delta 9.
Yeah, and the legislation session just closed this week, and so all of the things that they voted on are now sitting on the governor's bill desk waiting to be signed into law. And I know one of them banned a lot of the analogs, so things that were extracted or isolated from the whole plant in just one. So ours has full spectrum. It has 4 or 5 different cannabinoids depending on the product. And these products, they're isolated out into one particular cannabinoid, and the state has just outlawed all of these analogs. If it gets into the governor's hand, then we'll lose a lot of products that have been here for quite a few years helping people. Not our products, but a lot of products. And it's really unfortunate because even though, we have our own line, we also promote a lot of other companies because their products, their products do different things than our products. And if our patients need different things, then we should get that for them. We should not try to push on them something that's close or similar or anything else. So we support and we promote a lot of different companies' products and for what it can do for individuals. And so it's very unfortunate, and I'm very saddened by the actions of the Hill this legislative session.
We have a lot of patients who are going to miss out on the benefits of that.
And so now we have a limited amount of time with Delta 8, with CBD Delta 9 strong strains.
Or is this
HHC.
a strength thing, the number you're talking?
It is. It has to do with that.
I don't know this. I don't know this. What does that mean? How many numbers are there? How many levels or what? Is it numbers 9? There's 9 levels?
So usually in cannabis, you'll find anywhere between, let's say 10% in the high, 25, 30% THC, right?
Okay.
And that's just parts per million in the plant, right? Per milligram, like parts per million in the milligram. And so when you look at that, how much THC is there, how much CBD and all of the other cannabinoids are present, right? And it comes out to certain percentages in the plant.
Gotcha.
So what's allowed in the 2018 Farm Bill is 0.3%. THC. So anything lower than 0.3% is considered a hemp product. Anything above 0.3% is considered a THC product.
So it's the same plant.
Yes.
Growing this material.
Yes.
It's just the way that you break it down and you process it to get it within the right numbers that you need to be within Utah state regulations.
So when it comes to you guys to start using it, then is it like an actual? Does it look like tree then?
Oh yeah.
It's very much looks like.
We trim our buds before we put them into process.
Yeah,
so
it looks the exact.
So CBD is still, or see, I didn't know that.
So it's still
I thought
all
it was
the
maybe
same,
a different
species
thing.
of plant,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
And then there's different strains or cultivars, right? So individually, like you've heard all the fancy names, Purple Urkel and OG Diesel, all this fancy stuff. So each of those is a different cultivar, a different strain. It has a different terpene profile. It has a different cannabinoid profile.
That's where you get like your indica and your sativa, your hybrid.
So all those different considerations. So like there's so many different strains. I think there's somewhere around 275, 300.
In CBD as well? So same thing.
CBD is included in that.
Yeah,
all of the plants.
I see what you're saying.
All of the plants, even the CBD high plants, have THC in some percentage. All of the THC plants have CBD in some sort of percentage. Each strain is going to be unique and different in those percentages.
So there has to be the two for the plant to do its thing, apparently.
Yeah, and there's so many. I mean, we talk about just a handful of them, but there's well over 100 cannabinoids that we know of so far. And we're still discovering new cannabinoids as we learn more about the plants and as we're allowed to study it more.
Yeah.
Is there a statistic out there for how has Are people having a hard time with CBD? Is this a very well received thing? Can anybody safely take it and not have
So it
issues?
is
Really
well received. The only thing is, a lot of people are afraid that it's going to show up on a drug test, or that they are taking drug tests, or they do have to provide a clean urine sample or something like that. They feel like this may or may not show up for them. But if it is CBD, it's not going to show up. All of our products will not show up on a drug test. And most of them are topical. But just like the sublingual and the peach, like the gummies, that type of stuff, it's not going to be a very high potency. You can go to the dollar store, grab a drug test, and it won't come out as THC.
So that's a misconception for sure.
So
Right.
Is there another one? Is there another one that people?
I think it's
People
just,
are afraid that it'll get you high. Our
Yeah.
products don't get you high.
They don't.
So it'll make you feel good.
Yeah.
It'll make you feel good.
They
And a lot of
absolutely do.
people
I can feel it.
misperceive that as being high. But really the goal of your cannabinoid system and the
Is to just kinda
cannabinoids that you're
open that
getting
up.
is to bring you to homeostasis, to make sure that everything's working in conjunction well together. So when you're taking a whole bunch of these different products and your body's feeling really good, that's not a high. That's homeostasis. That's
What's
what you're
wrong with
supposed to feel
feeling
like
good?
That. No,
What am I
you're
missing,
not
right?
supposed to feel good. You're
What in
supposed
the
to feel
fuck
good.
is wrong with the world?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to
It
feel
works.
good.
Yes.
It helps.
It does.
And we need to get THC to where it feels so good.
Yes.
And there's the benefits are many,
Immense.
many, and the scary are very few.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
In
Very
comparison
true.
to some of the things we saw up on the list there, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was
Never
I
has
don't
there
know.
been
That
a
makes me angry.
cannabis or
I can't believe it's
cannabis related death.
above
Ever.
thinking. Yeah,
fentanyl.
or a
Ever.
cannabis related overdose.
Never.
Has there
you know.
ever been anyone with like lung cancer for like THC smoking? Obviously, have you
So,
guys ever heard of this?
I have heard of some of things like this, and this is one of the things that's like you got to really pay attention as a consumer to what's going into your products, because there's a lot of people out there who would like to make $1 on you.
Yep.
And one of the things that we get really concerned about, somebody asked us in the shop the other day, well, can I vape this? I'm like, don't vape that, because coconut oil is a very common thing that's being put into the vape pens, the cartridges, and that can mess up your throat, that can mess up your lungs, just that present, ingredient. So you really want to be careful, stick to the organics, stick to the companies who are doing it right, and educate yourself and know what's going into those things.
Absolutely. You said before you were a house mom,
Yeah.
and you said that you were you had a psychiatry degree or
Yes.
something. What? So explain. I need to hear more about this. You didn't want to do anything else with it?
Oh, no. I'm actually addicted to education.
Okay.
And so I am really looking forward to hitting that golden age when my tuition rate drops. I wasn't going to go for a second PhD at that time, but I'm hoping to finish my first one before I hit that age. So I'm just in the middle of it. I'm applying. I'm waiting. Every day biting my fingernails, waiting to hear back from UPenn. Last year, I got waitlisted for their master's program in positive psychology, which is the study of happiness, y'all. So it
That's
goes
what
hand in
you-
hand with
That's
what I'm
what she
doing.
studies.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I got waitlisted last year, and I'm really hoping this year. It just closed March 1st. So y'all would hope for me.
So
Just crush
you're
it
about
for
the
me.
process and about the learn and the studentry of it. What
Oh,
you
yeah,
you don't have any
absolutely.
plan afterward to do anything with it, or
With my degree?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, we talk to people all day, every day who
Okay.
are suffering from anxiety and mental health
Oh, yeah.
problems, and this is what we do.
So it'd be a
And
piece
so
of this.
rather than just send them out the door with a bottle of tincture, say happy, good luck,
You can,
right? I can actually give them some psychological tools to put into their belt and like be able to pull that out when they need to. And the real idea behind positive psychology, which is my passion, is not to develop a therapy, but to develop like ways that your knowledge of positive psychology encompasses everything that you do. That like now I'm on a podcast talking to you about positive psychology, right? And we're going to talk about it and like just different techniques that can help people. So where I'm talking to critical care patients and terminal patients, end of your life patients, giving them things that help them develop, their legacy and help them realize their life is so valuable and their life has been worth so much, all those things are positive psychology, and it's things that I deal with in my shop every day, and it's things that we deal with every day.
Yeah, we have a lot
So
of
it's-
patients. One
It'll
time
never
we
stop.
had a patient come in. They were struggling really hard with anxiety and depression, and they were literally like right on the edge. And they came in, and I think we were both working that night, and we were able to sit there and kind of go through the steps to kind of talk him down off that ledge. And we ended up just giving him a couple bottles. I think he ended up with a couple bottles of our tincture because we gave him a huge dropper, like just one big
take
dropper.
this thing.
On the
And
spot.
just take
Calm
this,
down.
calm down, relax. And it's actually his friend who brought it to us because we also do a lot of events and booths. So we go out into the community and we try and do like.
Did it calm him down?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God,
He
you just
loved
left
it.
me hanging right there.
Yeah, I was coming back.
Oh, fuck, okay. I thought you left that, bro. I
No, I
was like, bro, did he die? Come on.
No, so his friend who
Okay,
we
sorry.
met at one of these booths,
Okay.
he was actually the one who brought him into our store. And he said, you have to meet these girls. They make this amazing tincture. I don't know what's in it, but you should. And we were able to talk him down off of the ledge. And now he's one of our favorite patients. He comes in, he grabs a tincture, he gets the tincture when he's not in town. Like, he loves it. It helps him. It helps that anxiety. It helps that depression, you know. Sometimes this world that we live in is so heavy and it is so dark and it breaks your heart sometimes. And I understand that. I get that. It's a hard world to live in. It's a hard world to raise kids in, to have them grow up, you know, especially with all this Ukraine and Russian and all this stuff. Like it's a world that's very heavy, and just to take a little bit of that and be light and take the happiness and focus on that. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. And it really actually does work. It is a tincture that will save
on top
your
of
life.
on top of what you said with this tincture, with this crazy world, I wanted to go right there and hit something real hard. Like, you, just because everything's happening in the world, everybody, you don't have to consume the material out there. Don't look at anything.
Oh yeah.
People, we do this to ourselves. You probably know this. You're doing the work, right? We do this to ourselves. Facebook, Instagram, news, these things don't harm anybody. Don't look at it.
Well, and
Yeah.
you know, like
Don't
something that's
look
really
at it.
interesting is that your brain has layers, right? And your brain, deep inside this core, cannot tell the difference between what is actually happening to you in reality and what you think about in the past or what you awfulize in the future. And this is the part of your brain that controls fight or flight.
Yeah.
And so when you're awfulizing or you're sitting dwelling on this, your brain is automatically putting you into this panic
Right.
mode. So you got to be
Yeah.
really careful about controlling your thought process and maintaining a now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because your brain
And
is just
your
programmed
perspective
for
of
that.
time too, like realizing how you can, you know, use your time and how time works. That also helps, you know, with taking a deep breath. I think it's good though to step back away from social media and
Yeah, 100%.
definitely enjoy those breaks that you get in between them.
I was
They
just
weren't
going
such, like, a
right to your
great
point of
marketing
people
tool.
are so crazy and they need all this help and people need all
Yeah.
this stuff to help them calm down. And
Yeah.
I'm going to help with that. And I'm going to say, don't consume the shit you're consuming and you won't be so wound up
Yeah.
too. Whatever's going on, the things you said, I don't even say those words, the diseases, the things, don't look at it. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't spread it. And then still use this beautiful product.
Yeah,
And you will feel so good and relaxed.
it's true.
Anxiety, all these problems, we do them to ourselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I believe in it with my heart.
Yep.
I do.
So
Always remember
we're so
you're
wound
here
up and
now.
stressed because we do that.
Well,
Yeah.
there are so many people out there. Like a lot of our patients too that come in are just so wound up, and you just give them a couple, because we have samples. We always offer samples out there, because I wouldn't want to walk into a CBD shop and not be able to, you know, at least smell it or feel
Smell
it or
it and
see
try
if,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. We
So
want people to try
we
it.
usually put it out there so that you can try it, and 9 times out of 10 they just say how good it is and how much it's helped them.
Have you ever had anybody say, this is bullshit?
Um,
Like you said, 9 times out of 10. So there's a one guy
I
that
would
freaked
say
out.
So I've never had anyone return anything. Like
Yeah.
probably.
I can't-
I would say no.
No, it's
I don't
incredible.
think so.
Do you guys have anything for sleep?
Oh, yeah.
The gummies work really well. For
And then
that.
one more to add
And-
to that. Will
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
make
the
you
tincture.
sleepy to drive?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
double.
Oh, not to drive.
Not to drive.
You can drive
Do not,
on that.
you
But
can
when you're-
drive on the dropper.
Yeah.
That's right. But when you're intending it for sleep, for insomnia, double your dose at night. You take your
Yes.
maintenance dose throughout the day, right? And get your body nice
And then at
relaxed,
night do
keep
it.
nice.
and
And then
it up.
double your dose, level up. Yep.
And you will sleep
Level
like
up.
a baby.
Oh, you have no idea.
yes,
It's so
the
nice.
best
So
night's
none of the products you have are going to The gummies you said can make you sleepy too.
But it's again the double dose.
So be careful with your dosing because it can make
it'll
relax you.
A cooking with cannabis class where we help you and go over how to read labels so that you know how the proper dosage goes, what temperature to cook it at, how you can process that. And we taught a few really beautiful classes how you can use this tincture in every single recipe, from the salad dressing all the way to the marinara, all the way down. All the way down to the chocolate syrup on top of your. And we would teach.
It's a little bit slower absorption that way, and so like really, if you have hard time at nights. For example, I have a family member who has IBS, and so anything after dinner is painful. Okay. And so we actually have her use the pain salve on the exterior. It absorbs and helps those intestines. She's taking the tincture along with her food right now, and then double downing on the gummies for bedtime.
Yes.
And to keep her asleep through.
How is it handling with? Does it help?
She's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty good with it.
Helps the IBS.
Yeah, it does. And then just like rather than just having her drop the droplets right on her tongue, we're having it go through her entire digestive system with her food.
So eating it too.
So that also helps too. And Sara would teach this beautiful class on all the different terpenes, and
I love terpenes.
She just could go over it for days, and we would do these full course meals and teach everybody how it can be a benefit to your health and how you can use it in everyday living.
Absolutely. I'm 100%. How many little weird how many states is it absolutely zero nothing in it? I know Idaho's one of them.
Idaho just ratified the hemp farm bill, so they're about to open.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
so
they're
they're
just
gonna have
about
CBD?
to open for CBD.
Yes,
Yeah.
Look out.
So all 50 states, all the territories of the United States.
Was that the last state?
It was the last holdout. So it's really an exciting time.
I thought it was illegal as hell there still.
No,
the
well,
one that
CBD.
surprised me was Wyoming. I was super surprised for Wyoming.
Wyoming wasn't.
Wyoming's now medicinal. They're getting ready to pass recreational, and like we'll be surrounded by all recreational.
How long ago were they medicinal? Wyoming?
Just a couple of years ago.
What are we waiting for here?
And Montana.
Utah.
Montana just became recreational too.
Yeah. Well, and they've got to have the desire. They've got to know that that's what
we do.
Desire.
We do desire.
So write to them. Write letters to your editor. Make posts. Talk to your freaking bishops about it. You know.
Yeah.
Let them know that this is something that helps you in your life and that can help other people.
Yes. Legal in all 50 states is CBD.
Yes.
Yep.
Won't get drug test popped.
No.
Good to go on a drug test. That's all you need.
It's again that parts per million.
And a lot of the patients that come into our shop, they do ask that. And with some of the gummies that we do have in our shop, some of them will pop dirty on your drug test.
The Delta 9 heavy ones.
Yeah. So some of these will make your test pop dirty. And
not our products.
No, again, I'm sorry, not our products. But yes, just that there are people who are asking, will this show up on a test? You know,
there are some out there that will.
Because I have to pass
Delta 8s, HHC, Delta 10, anything with Delta 9.
Is this on the label when people are buying stuff?
Not necessarily, not always, but those type of compounds will trip a.
Get it at your place so you know it's safe.
Yeah, basically.
That's my recommendation, everybody.
I mean, and it helps too because you also get the knowledge and you understand, and you're not just blind, shooting in the dark, just trying to figure this out on your own. We're patients first and foremost, and that's what helps us, and we can help other people by that way.
Yeah, we're here to support you guys.
Can we order it online?
Yes.
Yeah, all of our stuff, like I said, except for the gummies and the dog treats, those ones are coming up here pretty quickly. But everything else is available on our website at ogcannabisproducts.com. You can always call us. Our phone number's on there. We have a phone that gets forwarded to our cell phones, so you can always talk to one of us or both of us, and we can answer
emails.
Yeah, any type of questions
messages
you have
on social media.
We
are
more than
here for you.
Yeah, we help a lot of people.
How old do you have to be to buy it?
21.
21 and older.
Do you have to be 21 to buy CBD?
To buy it, it is available for children, and we do have a few patients,
cub patients,
but the parents have to come in and purchase it.
Yes, but they do use it for their kids, especially ones that have seizures. It's been known to help. I know one of my personal friends, he gives it to his daughter, and they've taken her off of 4 of her seizure medications. And he's just double downing on it with that and the gummies. And so it just is a miracle. It helps a lot of people out in a lot of different ways,
Dog treats. I had to touch these one more time too.
Mm-hmm.
Will these help calm my dogs down?
Absolutely. It's designed, shooting the target is for anxiety and then for arthritic type pain. So, and when you shoot down those, I was going to throw him to the wife, but she's not here. Because usually what you'll have a few different kinds of complaints, right? You'll have like a restless at night dog, you'll have an anxious dog, and you'll have a dog in pain. You'll have a nervous licking dog who gives himself sores.
So my neighbor's dog down the street just barks and barks and barks and barks and barks all the time.
You just drive by at work and you're like, whoop,
yeah, like
bitch,
I literally,
eat
I
this.
went and rang their Ring doorbell and I said, hello, I have CBD dog treats. If you'd like, I can go ahead and leave those right here on your front porch. Please let your dog in the house.
Through the chain link fence.
Here you go. Yep. Exactly.
So they work. They absolutely work. You've heard people screaming this then.
Oh yeah.
So what better of a subject than a dog that won't say a damn thing?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They can't tell you anything.
But you can see them
difference.
See them calm down.
Exactly. Yeah. And there have been very few studies that have been done with animals who have been high in the different ways. Because I know there's a lot of different ways, like secondhand high or smoke that some animals can get. But when they also digest them and they're able to eat them, it works a lot better for their system on the inside as well.
Yeah. And I really think the only species on the planet that doesn't have an endocannabinoid system is insects.
Yeah.
So if you're not a cricket,
poor fucking insects.
I know,
right?
Poor guys.
God damn, I would hate to be an insect.
Every other
fuck them, I kill them.
Every
time I see a spider now, for sure, I'm like, bitch, you ain't gonna enjoy none of it.
No CBD for you.
What do you got here?
Fuck Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Nah, man, this is just a map. It says it's from 2022. This is via mjbizdaily.com. The map of the United States with the medical versus recreational.
So white is nothing?
That's just CBD.
White is just CBD.
Just CBD.
Orange. Where it doesn't say that. Where does it say that?
Yeah, it's on the right side.
Recreational, medical, and then the green is medical.
But
medical
what's white?
Only.
Well, I'm asking the white.
CBD.
White is just
so
CBD only.
CBD only.
I don't see
yeah.
Oh, that's on the bottom. God, dude, I need fucking glasses. That shit is so blurry to me right now.
Yep.
So Utah's right in the middle. Come on, guy, look at us.
Yeah, see all around.
We're sitting there like a little
So that also says does not include states that have legalized only CBD based oils.
Yep.
So that's also very interesting as well, because I wonder how many states out there are actually legalized for CBD oil, because
all of them
you can go and get CBD oil from any Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know, you can go down to coup de grace. You can go down to Shaman. You can go to you can go anywhere and get your CBD oils.
But the question is, does your associate at 7-Eleven and Smith's know anything about that product?
No, but it is everywhere though.
Oh yeah, you can get it everywhere, but that's
highly available.
It's really interesting to see where they're going to come in a few years after they have all these mom pop-ups.
I want to see that thing say fully legal.
I know, wouldn't that be cool to have orange all the way across the board?
Who's the first state to do it?
California.
It was California.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Washington and Oregon. I know they were right up in all that too.
Colorado, Nevada.
I think Vermont was one of the ones back east.
I am super impressed about South Dakota.
Yeah,
South Dakota with recreational.
Guy, you betcha.
Yeah. My brother's up there.
It's a little cold up there.
Cool.
You got to smoke the weed to get a little, because it's cold up there.
A lot of progress. And you know, there's only so many of those states that are going to go green. Like after a while, the federal just has to follow suit. But if you look and you see all around us, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado, they are all recreational. It's only a matter of time before Utah jumps on that wagon and they become recreational. And you know, every single year when you're appealing to people in Utah, you can use, you know, a few different ways, but money is one of them, all right?
Oh yeah.
And like every single year when those states publish their tax income from the industries, it just breaks my heart to think how much that could help improve those highways and all of our schools and urban development.
Do you either one of you have any idea why it's legal here to vaporize the product and you cannot spark
where you can't spark a joint or like light up a blunt with a flame?
What?
So as we're going through the compromises and as we're learning things about the legislators and what they're going to consider, they were very concerned that the butane.
It's unfucking believable.
Yeah, the butane
or
the propane.
Fuck a bunch of vaporizing it.
Yeah, and so there's just like a few things. So, but they're concerned about the fuels and the lighters having an effect on you.
How about cigarettes?
And they're also
How do we light a cigarette?
Exactly. I know.
Fuck off. Right? That doesn't work. Next.
They're so stupid. So, and then there's a couple of and this is a real thing that like the molecule of THC starts to degrade at a certain temperature, right? And it just so happens that fire is hotter than that temperature. And so their thinking is that, well, if you put fire to it, it demolishes the molecule.
That's our problem. Let us be that. Have that problem.
Isn't good. And so, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's
okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. Is that true?
Yeah,
it is true.
So smoking a blunt, say.
Yes.
Does it make it not work?
No, because like at that cherry, that coal, that amber is a smaller degree. Do you see?
The fire is
the fire at first. That first hit that you take. That's too much. It's not as effective because it's got an active fire. But the coal itself, the ember that is the active like burning agent is.
So when you vaporize it, it's just a oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just
it's the same thing. It's just an electrical.
Is this gonna go away sometime? This is ridiculous.
Lord.
It really should. Please write to.
I know it should.
Run
do you know
office.
if do you know if it's
anyone
for office or vote for Sara?
I got 2 votes last cycle. So.
She did.
To run? Did you run?
Yeah.
I voted for her too.
Well, run faster, goddammit. How much?
Run
harder.
We're
I'm
trying
just
to
kidding.
get her in there.
Do it.
She's
It would be
brilliant. She doesn't like give herself enough credit, but she also has like a minor in political science. So she is very smart when it comes to political aspects and how to fight and write bills. Like she can write and go through a bill like nobody's business and be able to explain it to 50 other people.
Then why aren't you up there?
Right there. She should.
I am up there quite a bit.
Vote for Sara.
We need to get you on there though, up there doing it, working it, being.
The thing that I learned a lot about the legislators in Utah is they really don't want to pay attention to people who don't have pieces of paper, which is one of the reasons I went to college, is so that when I got up there and I could
without
say,
letters behind your name.
Yeah, without a degree behind you, they don't care really what you're going to say. And so I went and I got degrees so that I could say I'm a bachelor's graduate from
I wish you would have fought it, not with it, still without your degree and.
Oh, I still am. Like me and Karlie have been up to the Capitol.
You do not have to have a degree to be intelligent.
We fought the governors when he was doing, which was that?
Oh, so there was a bill last year that would have allowed us to be able to get smokable flowers for CBD.
Yes,
and
which was a bill we fought.
Governor
we
Cox vetoed it. It passed the House and it passed the Capitol, but it went to the governor's desk and he vetoed it. Yeah. Because of the simple thing that you can't differentiate between CBD and
absolutely
THC
you can.
Flowers.
I think it's much darker.
I think it is too.
It looks like olive.
It's more
smaller.
Spread out.
It's goofy looking.
Yeah. But he vetoed that. But we went and we marched
We went right down to the governor's mansion.
Marched it. We protested so hard for that one because that was something that we believed really strong. Yeah. HB 120 or something like that. We also fought for up on the Hill. Yeah, that was another one that would allow first responders to be able to get their medical cards and stuff. And that one was also vetoed.
So we're up there all the time causing a headache for the legislators.
In California as well, though. But to go back on that point, in California as well, like they don't allow their first responders or cops or anybody in the field or line of duty to get their card. They don't allow that. Like you can't have it's recreational. So what you do in your time is what you do in your time. But if you're a first responder or medical assistant or a medical personnel, you cannot get your card.
But it's recreational. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's recreational. So, what you do in your time is recreational.
But they can still test you then, I guess.
Yes, but you could still get tested. Yeah. And I also know that if you do have your medical card and you drive a company vehicle, you can be randomly tested. And that would come back negatively
it's
on
federal.
you. Because federally, and you're also driving a company owned vehicle.
When any company has their god, any company is they're the god of whatever their rules are. That's the rule.
Well, and there's a lot of companies who are embracing. Amazon has jumped on board where they're not going to be testing. Tyson Chicken is not going to be testing.
More of is where they won't test you, and even if they do, or even if you get an eviction notice at your apartment complex, you should be able to go down there, show your medical card, and say, hey, I do have a reason for this. I do have my medical prescription to be able to partake in my own home. I'm not saying like cruise up with a joint and a blunt and just smoke that out on your balcony if your neighbors are complaining all the time. But there are other ways to go around that. You can make your own tincture. You can make your own butter. You can can make your own edibles. That way that it doesn't, influence your neighbors and they're not complaining all the time. But even if they do, go down to your front office and say, hey man, I have my medical card, come at me. And they just changed that and they wrote it in there so that we are protected. If someone does come at you, you can say, I do have my card. I know Blue was pulled over one time, and I guess it smelled like weed in his car. And he showed them his medical card, and they're like, oh, okay. So then that, as long as you have what's required, they didn't ask a lot of questions or anything.
They're not.
Yeah.
We're getting to where they don't much care. I
Yeah.
tattoo a whole lot of them, and we've had a lot of them on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
And
we
I have-
love and support our office. Like, we fought hard for them so that we thought that they could be able to do that as well.
And it was really unfortunate. The state went all the way
went-
up to
it
a state
hurt.
level employee
It hurt
is
me.
protected, right? But they drew the line at first responders, which is just so sad. It's
Look,
so unfortunate.
I have a client, as a tattoo client, that went to her. This person went to their work and presented the card and said, look, I have this. I'm just being honest with you guys. I hope this doesn't get me fired. Like, can I, is this a thing? Am I good? And they wrote it off good. They signed it up.
Yeah.
So good to go. This person is.
Yeah, and really an honest,
So
open policy.
all you have to
the
do
best
is go
bet.
talk to your work, guys.
Definitely
don't hide
honesty
from this.
is the best option
Just
there.
go-
Just be
Just
open
be
with your boss.
Just be honest and
There's a lot of protection.
when you're honest, people are like,
You
it's
would be
real to
very
them.
well protected. That's part of all the legislation and the red hoops and the tape in Utah is that you are protected as a patient.
Well, and as in the psychology world, you get this. Like people, the idea is that 100% of the time, humans will not respond the way you think they will. So just go and try it. Go say, hey, this is what I do. What do you think? Like, you'd be surprised at how that's going to be received rather than wonder and fight it and hide, be scared of a piss test all the time. Just approach them.
Yeah.
Say, I have this card. Are you guys going to be okay with this, or am I in trouble, or
And I also think you might have to check, I'm not sure, but I think that you can get the P tests, or they banned them, or they're illegal in the state of Utah, the synthetic urine.
Yeah, they're
Or
banned.
like the P test. So like you can't even go about it that way anymore. You can't hide.
There's no
a
hiding it,
stash.
but there's
Yeah.
protections, and so just be within the law. The law is there to protect you, but if you're not following the law, it can't protect you.
Is that the closest one to you guys?
Bountiful.
Perfect
Oh,
Earth,
there's one in Riverdale.
Perfect Earth is awesome. They're really good.
We have one in Riverdale.
Wholesome might be.
There's one.
Wholesome's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
a
I'm
few,
just on
quite a few.
utahmarijuana.org, and I was looking up north, and the closest one that I don't know. I guess it depends on what's close, right? So like, there's this one right here in Ogden, or that might be Riverdale.
There's one in Riverdale. There's one in Ogden.
crap.
There's one in Bountiful.
True North and Perfect Earth.
There's
are the
one in
same.
Brigham.
And then there's Bountiful.
Yeah.
There's one clear up in Brigham as well.
There's a really cool.
I think it's Perfect Earth up in
Yeah.
Bountiful too.
And there's someone up there. It's ECBD. They do a lip balm, and they're up north somewhere, and they just got going.
Oh, do you guys have anything like that?
We did have a lip balm,
Or a
but we're still
chapstick or a-
working
Yeah.
on it. But as it stands right now, they're the only ones in the state of Utah, and they do it just like we do. They process all their stuff and make it all. But this one's an SPF all natural vitamin E. It's a CBD lip balm, so it has that hemp oil in it as well.
Yep.
And it works out pretty good. And I think they're right here local. I think they're right up north somewhere. So,
Or local.
and that's Ease, I believe.
Yep. And there's a whole lot of really great products out there.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we're definitely not afraid of, like, if you've got a good product that does something different than our products do, we're
Another
more
thing
than
that we've
happy to
also-
put you out there and put you in front of people.
And the other thing we've also noticed is that a lot of people are getting their stuff from the pharmacy, and it's very expensive. Like, they're already, how many card holders are in your house that you have to provide for, every single month for your prescription and like your dose and
lot.
stuff. There's just so much. It's overwhelming that they're just getting thrown into this, oh, now I can do it. Now I can overdose. Or now, I wouldn't say overdose, but they just get into it and they get submerged in it. And now they have this like, bad taste in their mouth because of not knowing and not having the understanding of, oh, if this is right, I can dose myself that like this would work for this amount. Maybe I should mix this indica with this sativa so that if I have high blood pressure or something, that won't counteract. Because like some sativas, they will like up your heart rate and up your heartbeat, and that's how you get paranoid, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a panic attack. But if you get something that will help bring that down, and it isn't too far-fetched from thinking, hey, this might actually work.
How do you guys feel about psilocybin?
Oh, yeah. Firm believer in microdosing.
It's like right here too.
I think we're pretty close, actually. Yeah.
You don't know just as much as you knew about it. I wondered if you've heard about it as well.
I have seen it around at a couple of the festivals. I'm not sure
on the legalization of it.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's really close.
It's a really great medicinal plant, and it has an incredible effect on depression, on all sorts of different ailments of the mind. And, I think right now there's just a handful of states and cities that allow
but
mycology.
You can get it here. You can get like stems and like the grind up version of it, like a tea or something. I've seen that.
I just heard that Utah was
there's some versions, just like CBD. There's some versions of mycelium that are available that are psychedelic to some extent. Again, what's really important, like right now, I think San Francisco is an isolated city in California that allows that, right? So within the city limits of San Francisco, psychedelic mushrooms are allowed.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And
when did this happen?
This last legislative, my sister lives in that
area.
No
shit?
Yeah, my sister lives in that area, so she's right
So a city can do that?
Yeah, that's
city
why
can trump state?
Oh, yeah. No, this is how a lot of progress kind of makes things go along.
That's fucking
but
cool,
like
bro.
San Francisco, Portland, all of these different little isolated towns can make their own, policy about it. They can also say, we're a dry city.
There we go. I didn't think of it like that.
They can go the other way. Right. But cities in themselves, that's why it's important to get involved with your legislators federally, state, and locally, because I honestly believe that where we're going to start seeing recreational is in the pocket towns, the big tourist towns that have a lot of out-of-state people coming through. And they're going to be passing things like within our city limits in Park City and Moab and St. George.
Utah's one of those states.
Yeah, that we're going to have
it's one of the biggest ones
of
for
recreational. I think it'll probably be Park City, and because those people are so not afraid to get into their legislators' faces.
Hell the fuck yeah to Park City.
Yeah, so Park City's probably going to be our pocket where it's going to be like within this city limit.
I'm so moving to Park City.
Well, and get your people up in Summit County to write their legislators now, because Park City is an international spot.
Absolutely.
It's a hot spot.
It's a melting pot.
And
for
so
the world.
when you have all of these people who have all of these different laws at their disposal at home, and why not match that so that they don't have to be uncomfortable for their month or 3-month vacation that they come to ski in Park City, that they can still abide by those laws that they're used to in their hometown. The only way to do that is to make those pockets. And it's happened in every other state where Denver has different laws that are only applicable in that state level. So it's important. It's
City
important
level?
to be in. Yeah, it's important. Like even if you're running for, I don't know, Bluffdale City Council, it's important to get on that council, because that one little town can decide, you know what? Our citizens are at the very edge of the eastern border. They have no access to a dispensary. And we've decided that our citizens can grow 4 plants.
So can our city
our state would have to respect that city and their citizens' rights to grow that 4 plants.
So can our city do the legalization of marijuana in its city then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's what you were
Talk
speaking
to your
about. I thought we were talking about
council
psilocybin.
members. Yes. Oh, okay, and both.
The same thing.
And both.
Same
the
thing.
same thing.
Okay.
The same thing. And there's pockets of psilocybin. And definitely I think it's a plant that's helped me personally and definitely makes an impact on people's lives when they take it properly. Psilocybin might be one of those things I always say, the plant does you. You don't do the plant does you. Yeah. And whether you're ready for it or not, it's going to take you on the ride you need to go on. You just need to embrace it and realize that eventually it's going to end. And milk helps. And also CBD helps actually on that.
Not even any of this. Microdosing. It's an incredibly powerful thing.
Yeah,
really
microdosing.
Microdosing psilocybin is one of the most powerful tools on this planet. And THC as well. CBD, but microdosing psilocybin is unbelievably helpful to the human body.
Super great.
So that's,
I think it's something that like our ancient ancestors, as they evolved, were helped by psilocybin in gaining genetic changes that became humans. So
it's just older than time.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Have you guys seen Fantastic Fungi on Netflix?
I have not yet. But I've heard so many people
it's so
rave about it.
Cool.
You got to remember
got
we're like
to go watch that
under a rock in the kitchen most of the time.
We were
Put it on. It is worth every single second of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is
got it.
Get good and feeling good and watch it. It took them like 13 years to make it.
Oh wow.
It's beautiful. All the visuals are unbelievable.
That's so cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
We talked about a lot about like the legal side of the challenges that you guys face, right? But like aside from that, what other challenges do you guys face?
Being women in the industry is so hard.
That is our biggest thing.
Ooh.
Like some shop and store owners won't put our products in their store because we're majority women owned and operated, and we're actually a minority.
That's been said to you?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All the time.
They tell you that.
We're told all the time that this is a man's industry and that women can't hold their own.
Women can't do anything.
So, but I challenge any man in the industry.
I find it hard to believe you've
skills.
actually heard those words.
Well, I mean, even like today, in today's
people can get really nasty when
really
they
horrible.
realize they're talking to someone who's
Tell them thank you.
superior and equal.
Smile.
So we don't really like to associate with those type of people who are still stuck in that mind frame, and that is a really good question because we actually face a lot of that being women owned, and we have a lot of women owned business owners that are in this. We call them like the Kush ladies, and we support each other because we are bosses. Like we do our work, and we're in this industry that is just majority men owned, and like just that's what's imprinted on everybody.
The world industry wide period is man.
I mean, because
it's
you
just
always hear
it's just
about,
the way
like,
it's so silly.
It's always Burner or Snoop Dogg or Be Real or someone like that. It's always like some male, big, well-known person in the industry who comes in and does that type of stuff. So for like two girls from Utah doing it and processing it and having the knowledge from like 4 or 5 different areas of expertise, Colorado, Nevada, California. I mean, she's been in Washington, Oregon.
I've got a specialized certificate from from University of Colorado in the foundations of medicinal and cannabinoids.
She's very adverse.
I'm obsessed with education. I will learn anything you put in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, I am definitely into it.
And to a lot of men in this industry, that's very intimidating. And
Good.
so if
Good for them.
Like when we call and we offer, hey, we have this really great high quality organic natural product that would work really great in your shop. And then as soon as they find out, well, who owns the company? Well, Sara and Karlie.
So many times people are like, well, who's the man behind the scenes? Who's the guy making the call shots? I'm like, no. Did you need me to whip it out for you?
Yeah,
because
we
I'm
get
right
asked
here.
that all the time. Like, where's the guy who's in charge? Where's the man who does all the work? And we're like, it's us.
You're absolutely being honest with this.
100%. Even
like
our friend Brad.
People think all the time that we're just a face of the company or that we're just spokespeople, but no, like we're the real.
No. I know you run it, but you're telling me human beings have told you.
Yeah, they have a hard time believing.
I really find that so ridiculously hard to believe that.
And operated,
Well, good. I'm glad that whoever said that.
One that
good for them.
Against us. Yeah.
The more that you get, the better. You're finding whoever you don't need them.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Whoever
you come, you'll go.
Good riddance.
The ones that are meant will stay.
Those people sink. They're gonna sink fast. That's not the way it works.
It's true.
It's super unfortunate that even in today's society that we're still in that mind thinking. Like we still have that idea. We don't see a person for a person. We see them for if they're male or female or what race or what their like what they think, what their spirituality is.
Like what's this? We're always evolving. We're always trying to change everything. Humans, we can't just be. There's nothing. We're never content with anything.
Never.
It doesn't matter what you do.
To Mars. I mean, come on. We're not going to be happy
Humans are
here.
fascinating creatures.
Yeah, we got to get
My
out
next degree is anthropology, philosophy. I'm going to get real deep into it.
I enjoy that.
For that one, because
this one's about the human psyche and how we govern each other. That's
what are you talking about? What is?
My degrees.
Oh.
So like I'm figuring out the human psyche and how we govern each other. And then my next PhD, I want to learn more about the anthropology, how we evolved to get here, and philosophy of the mind.
How do you think we evolved to get here?
Mushrooms.
As fungi.
No, I really do.
100%. That this movie 100% says that as well.
Yep, psychedelics
proves
natural
it. It proves it. It shows it.
Yep.
Holism.
I believe
was you doing? I thought you was doing something, bro.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was processing my question. You're a woman of education. You like to learn a lot. Have you always been that way of learning, or is it?
No. Oh God, no.
Are you learning
I was a high school dropout, y'all.
So I know you said something really important that you're getting these papers because they mean something to the people on the hill.
Right.
But is that the only reason why you want to get those papers, or does it mean something more?
No. Okay. So like also in my life, like I've had a lot of labels put on me in the mental health field on my children as like, you know, because they didn't understand what their pain was about, you know, so they got labeled a lot. And like, there was a real desperate need for me at one time in my life to understand what people were trying to say about me and my family and to understand what I could do to help them.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So like just the mental health stigmas and like getting labeled as you go through different therapies and different, you know, every psychologist will read something in the DSM and say, well, you've got schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, antisocialism, like all these different things. And so like throughout my life, you know, having gone through so much therapy, like I've been labeled a lot of different things.
So
and I wanted to understand that.
Okay.
And so then when my children started getting labeled a lot of different things, there was a real desperate need for me as a mother to be able to have tools and resources to help them and to understand what was being said about them.
That's hella cool.
So yeah, that's where the real drive behind the psychology degree comes from personally, and what motivated me to go and like be a good student and a good learner and to absorb and to respect knowledge and to seek it, you know, was like a real need in my life to understand what these people were saying about me. And what they were saying was wrong with me and my children.
Guess what?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I know. I learned about it.
Now you're a psychologist. Now you know. That's the number one problem is you think you have a problem, right?
Yeah. No, for real.
That is a good one.
Do you guys ever feel like sometimes the community maybe comes off the wrong way in what you guys are doing? Like you guys are fighting, right? And sometimes it takes somebody to do something to make all your hard work go to shit. Do you guys ever run into that?
Absolutely. I think we were up on the hill and Fox 13 came up to cover this protest that we were doing, right? And we had amazing speakers. We had doctors. We had people who had, you know, senators up on the hill, you know, all sorts of different people came and spoke, growers, processors, patients. And the only thing they showed on the news was when we played one song and danced. And they're like, look at these hippies up on the hill.
Oh, they're stoned out of their minds.
Oh, look, they came to party.
They must be high.
No, man. Why didn't you use the doctor's quote? Yo, they gave you some good... Tell you. The stoner stigma is
there a stigma out there?
Oh, yeah.
Some of the most intelligent humans I know are...
Doesn't matter what room me and Karlie walk into. We could come in smelling like lavender bubbles and people are like, oh, smells like weed in here. The LG girls here.
Do you have any idea what a little bit of that does to your brain?
Yeah.
It expands this. Yeah. It's ridiculous that we have this stigma of that.
It's super unfortunate, but you know, the only thing we can do is just bring it up and talk about it and
normalize the conversation.
Show us that, you know, it is normalized, you know, you can still function and be a normal society, you know, a normal person in society and still
not only that, but like a really good member of society who's productive and like,
and does good things
successful.
What do you guys like to do outside of all this? What's your fun stuff?
Music.
I dance. Yeah. I do a lot of dancing.
Hell yeah, writing, he said too, right?
Yeah, so I wrote a series. I used to work at Comcast in the collections department. I was top 25 collectors. So yeah, I will turn your TV on for you, right? You need your internet, you need your phone.
I love that.
You. So like working there, I worked there for about 11 years, I think. And working there and being in that environment, it's a lot of negative. Like you hear the world, you talk to over 1 million people. You hear about, you know, my son's grandpa's dogs, you know, got ran over by a car and I just can't pay my bill.
Trying to sell them TV?
Well, no, I was in the collections department. So like they would call in
or
I
is
would call them.
sob story.
And and so you would hear a lot of the problems of like the world and a lot of customers that, you know, I just can't do this. But, you know, I would say something like, well, write me a check. We'll do a promise to pay and I'll get your service turned on. And then by the time it clears, you're good to go type of thing.
Yeah.
But talking to all of them, I kind of just came up with this crazy story of writing a book series. I guess I got like a notepad and a piece of paper one day, and then I went through the whole notepad just writing this crazy made-up world of all these people that I've talked to over the years and like getting these different stories and these different ideas. And I kind of like threw it all into like this big fantasy novel that's like a 3-part series. And I wrote the whole thing. Like it's all been, you know, out there and stuff, and I haven't published it because I'm still kind of hanging on to it. You know, it's like precious to my heart because I wouldn't have been able to write it had it not been for all these people that I spoke to. And that gave me the idea and like the encouragement. So the first page of the book says, to all the people who paid their Comcast bill in 2000, blah, blah, to 2000,
look here,
blah,
look
blah.
here.
I thank you. This book's for you.
The first page of that book says nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody can see it.
Publish it.
Yeah.
Yo,
read it.
I'm just
She
being
has been begging me to publish it.
I'm being
for
honest
a
with you.
while. Yeah.
I'm being honest with you, Matt.
I put it on the back because like
wanna
I
see it.
was
I love
a
it.
stay-at-home mom, you know, writing once I quit Comcast to write full-time
Yeah.
because the people that I had like given it to the first few chapters were like, oh, I need more. Give me more.
Hell
Like,
yeah,
let me
dude. That
finish
this sounds cool.
So yeah, so I'm hoping to get it published. I'll get it out there sometime. Right now I'm just like focusing on all
Is that a lot of
the
work?
Is
Is there a lot to that?
Oh, yeah.
There
is there?
is
It's-
like
okay.
there's a lot of creative. I had my degree. I went to like in the high school programs, FBLA and DECA. So I had my associates in business management by the time I graduated high school. Then I graduated with all honors and went to college. And when I went to college, I was going for my journalism major so that I could write. And I just wanted to be like an advocate journalist. So that,
But is there a lot to publishing it?
I think it's just really money when it comes down to it, you know, like getting it out there, getting it binded, getting it in the right hands.
That's the next
just
step.
basically comes down to like a publisher.
Have you read it?
Like,
Yes.
Is it dope?
Yes. It's really
Dude,
good.
it sounds cool.
It's really good.
it's a crazy
I'd be all about it.
chaos world. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mixture of a lot of really cool things.
And
But some of my influences, like I grew up reading Stephen King, Anne Rice, like some of these crazy horror, dark, you know, book series, and then I kind of came into the light with Terry Goodkind and Robert Pattinson and like some of these other ones that were like new age fantasy. And so I think I had a lot of that, you know, growing up in the 80s and having that influence. It kind of like snuck into the book somehow.
Is it a
and
little?
it's like
Has it got
an
little
explosion.
weird dark shit through
Yeah.
it? Oh, I want to see it, man. Come on.
So yes,
Let's get
we'll
it
have
out
to
there.
get it published. But that's kind of what I did. And then for the past 5 years or so, I've been pole dancing and doing lyra hoop and doing performances and stuff with that to kind of like help, you know, alleviate some of that aggression and anger. I guess it helps me to
So
go and like
therapeutic.
beat up a pole.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work to do like half
Aerial.
of what, any type of aerial form, like silks, ropes, anything that you see.
You just go do it, or you like teach it?
No, I just go and do it. I take classes.
Cool.
I was you can go to Las Vegas and see Lexi Pantera. She's like a famous twerker. I don't know, you'll have to check it out, but you can go and pay like $500 to be a certified coach in that area, and then you can come back and teach that class.
Like the shit that like Pink's doing in them big.
Yeah.
Is that shit
Yeah.
scary?
Yeah.
bro?
Oh, it's so much fun, though.
Like just to get up
You
there,
got that's
though, like,
strong.
once
You got.
get
She's so
up there-
fucking strong.
Yeah, once you get up there, it's unbelievable. There's nothing else like
Where you wrap it and shit.
Yeah, and then you fall and
Ah,
you
it's
do
so
the
neat
drops
looking.
and stuff. Yeah, my first solo performance, I did aerial, and
here it is.
I did hoop and pole, which was a dual apparatus. But that one, I think I worked on for like 4 months.
Yeah,
Just
it was a
try.
lot.
I mean, dual apparatus is already hard as it is when you're like a performer and you're like doing a whole choreographed dance. Like once you start from the beginning and you do all of this, and the end result is just so mind blowing. You can hear her screaming in the background like all the time, and
I was really proud.
I did a whole bunch of really cool performances. The first one I did, I was at this studio for about 1.5 years, and this girl, Karlie, she came up with a whole choreograph piece to Cry Little Sister by Marilyn Manson, and we were all dressed up as vampires, and then we pulled this guy, we seduced him and pulled him up on stage, and then like halfway through we all bit him, and like we got blood everywhere, and then we were all dancing. We were like this seductress like vampires. And I think that's
Hell
like
yeah.
where I was like, oh my gosh, these are my people. This is awesome. Like I can express my way, like myself in this way. And so I've been dancing and twerking and pole dancing and hoop.
Dude,
and
it keeps
I
you in
have one at
hella
my
shape.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had one at my house when I was trying to sell my first house, and I had it set up in the living room. And
They're like,
everybody-
yo,
yeah, everybody coming
where's all the
through.
coke? Start
Yeah.
looking in the walls.
They're
There's
like,
got to be a
"Where's that
party
money
house.
at? Where's that money at?" But But yeah, they get a lot of bad rap for it too. And like, I do it for fitness. I don't do
Man,
it for
fuck the
strength.
rap. Fuck
Yeah,
everybody talking shit. Just fuck that.
I do it so that when I climb that pole and I get to the top of that pole, I know that I did that.
Listen,
that was me.
I'm just a nuts bolts physics guy. I can imagine your hands have to be so fucking strong.
Oh yeah, and calloused. Yeah, it's a lot of upper body strength.
Dude,
you gotta like really pull it up and stuff.
That shit looks impossibly hard to me to do.
It is so hard.
This one time, my one only experience with a pole thing. Let me tell you now, this shit here got scary now. Calm down, everybody. Take a deep breath. I don't know. So I was playing like I was Michael Myers. The day we did the Michael thing at the park, there's a big old long pole. I jumped on the thing and slid down it. Holy, burn my hands, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Burn.
I fucking swear to God. I have never. How do you not burn your fucking hands? So I grabbed it. It's on our video on YouTube. I grab it and I swing around it and I slid down it. God, it was one of the most intense things I've ever felt in my life. Oh, yeah. And I'm in this little chute and I'm like,
poles out there.
So those don't get hot then?
Yes. So there are some that are designed specifically for this, and some of the instructors and just people who do pole fitness and aerials in any type of way, there's dry hands, and so you can put the dry hands on, and it's almost like the chalk for when you're shooting pool.
Okay.
It's like the chalk
rock climbing
that allows you to grip. That's like your extra grip. I know that J-Lo
strippers got that shit up on their hands.
Oh yeah. I know that J-Lo during the halftime Super Bowl when she did her little pole thing, her pants were actually a type of grip pants that you can buy specifically for that, and that's how she was able to be up on the pole and swing around, was because her leg. I mean, obviously she's using her strength and
she can do it.
Yeah, she can actually do it, but like those actual pants were gripped to the pole. So you can have different tops, but the less skin the better, because you're using your skin to grip to the pole. So the less you can have, the better. But they do have pants and like certain shirts and stuff that will help you grip and hang on to the pole.
Yeah, dude, that shit's scary.
That's how you don't burn it. Is you put the dry you put the dry hands on, and you're constantly cleaning off the pole as well.
You ever seen this YouTube shit where they go pink?
All the time.
Have you ever done some of this shit where they run, jump, they break? Have you ever done any of this shit?
No, I've never had one.
I've never. When I was practicing for one of my performances, I fell from about. They have these huge ones in the studio that are like the full length of the studio.
I think they're 25 foot.
25-foot pole?
Yeah.
You went to the top of that thing?
I have been a few times, but I was only up about halfway and I fell. I was doing like a reverse angel and I lost my grip and I just completely fell and caught my knee on it. And this was like a week before my performance. So I just kind of blew through it, pulled it off, and
got some CBD up on you and rub some cream up on your wherever you were hurting, and away you go.
Exactly. I would totally recommend it for anybody who does.
What do you got here?
Have you seen this?
Oh yes, this is ridiculous.
For what else? Yeah.
See the chick at the very top?
Yeah, in the blue light.
She's gonna fall.
Why you gonna ruin the video?
That's gonna hurt just watching it, man.
I'm like Chanel Westcott. Like I ruined everything.
Look, you see the chick on the ground,
God,
right?
Is she like way out sideways and shit?
Look.
There she goes.
Oh my dear God.
And then she keeps twerking.
She's like, I'm good, y'all. I'm good.
Bitch, how far did she fall off that fucking pole?
That's probably close to 25 as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good.
She
boom.
Fucking no way to not break. She is blasted on coke.
Of body right there.
She's got to be coked out of her brains.
Sure.
How do you not just what?
So it takes skill and it takes a lot of
She fell 25 feet. I'm just wondering.
That's professionalism right there.
God, hallelujah, sweetie.
A couple of my instructors were on Awesomeness, which is the Robert Dyrdek
Ridiculousness.
Yeah, but there's another one that's called like Awesomeness.
Oh, I don't know this.
Where they like bring people on. My instructors were on it, Karlie, Childs, and Charlie. They were a part of it, and Robert Dyrdek, this like he says something funny like, this is if your dad owned a strip club, like, and you grew up doing pole and stuff. But he made a pretty big deal out of it when they were on there, and I thought that was pretty cool because they're from Utah, they're local, and they're amazing. All of the people from that studio are just amazing giant science, and it's so uplifting and powerful in an industry where we're told that we can't be who we are because of, you know, who we are. And so to
industry can't tell you anything.
Yeah,
what
to
the
feel
fuck
that
is
powerful, right? Just to feel that powerful is
you
a
are
good
powerful.
feeling. Yeah.
Dude, do you see her ass though?
That's
Who
Lexi.
is this?
Oh,
That's
man.
an empowerment
So
right there.
she is amazing. She's one of the best in the world.
Look at that.
That's a twerk.
That's control.
Yeah, that's twerking. Yeah, that's isolations on each side. Remember when we used to have to
really
do those?
hard.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah, look at her back, bro. She looks like she's a damn.
You need the cock cream.
Sorry, I'm looking at her.
Look at
back.
that.
wait.
I really am looking at her back.
You
I
got
promise.
some intimate massage cream here.
I'll be right back.
Low key, she needs all the balm for her knees because I know she be aching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet she's
I
hella in
should
shape.
send her some. I should send her some for real though.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
I bet that
she'd
shit's
like it.
hard as hell on you. Do they? I'm sure they do dance classes like this. I'm
Yep.
sure.
Oh yeah.
That's what
I've done a few twerking classes.
I bet that
like
shit will whoop your ass in about 5
man.
seconds.
You have no idea.
It is so.
So-
It's not as easy as it looks.
I was
easy
absolutely.
as it
I
looks.
was a journeyman lineman for most of my life, and we have this thing. Just it goes to what this is: static movement, right? We do this one thing where it's just amazing what certain movements will do to your body. We have this thing where you just put Jake knows you can't in a pole. You just put a big thing on this pole and you try to twist it, right? Everybody's looking up and trying to square it up with. After we set a pole, then we'll like have to square it with the world, right? Get it all ready. We put this little thing in it and start pulling on it. All you do is stand there and you pull on it.
Pipe bender.
And when it gets hard to move, you start leaning into it. All you're doing is this. About 5 of them, you want to like puke. You want to like, you're not moving. You're just going like this. And it works your head to your fucking toes. It's just weird. So I can imagine
Yeah.
that right there, not happening. That's static. You're just holding
A
still.
lot.
It's bizarre what that'll
So
do.
that's kind of what I do. What do you do for fun? I didn't
Oh,
mean to
me.
take this whole side.
Yeah, music and art is my thing.
Hell yeah.
Music and art.
Play guitar. You like?
Yeah, I play guitar. I started on cello. I actually started on viola, went to cello, and then guitar. I like to make noise on a piano, but I wouldn't call that music.
You ever been in a band?
Several times. I am in a long distance band with my sister still. We call each other almost every day and
Hell
like
yeah.
sing, and she plays harmonica and banjo, and we'll just play with each other. And there's always the potential of a band. But mostly I just do solos at open mics.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it since COVID. It's been impossible to get into an open mic, but I would really love to do that again.
Do you want to play here
I mean, you have a guitar?
for like a crowd, like live?
Oh, I was thinking like right
We
now.
just
like,
did it.
I mean, like, is it tuned and shit?
We just had Carver Lewis on here.
Oh,
Just the other day. We had a
yeah.
concert. It was unbelievably cool. We'll set it up.
Yeah,
All right.
We had
should
40
definitely
I'll do
we had-
2 or 3 songs
we
and
had
then take a nice break. And
We had
come
40
back for
people
it.
in here, and
Yeah.
allegedly, and it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll have to
Allegedly.
practice.
But our passion is music, so we actually did bring that in with the cannabis industry. We kind of did a season on our live show where we brought in different musical artists from all over the world. We had a lot of really cool people that came in on the show from Los Angeles. We had some from Texas, from Minnesota, but these musicians came on and we told them a little bit about like what we do and some of our products, and then we gave the time over to them and let them do like their songs and their music.
Hell yeah.
And that was really cool. And I think that that's where our love and our passion came, because we put those two together. And now we do a lot of like music community, and we're out there at like festivals, and we're helping, with some of the local artists. We're actually putting together an OG cypher. So we're getting some of the local rap, artists. You guys can have your chance to be a part of the OG cypher. And we're going to put that out as like, hey, this is Salt Lake's, OG local rappers, and then put it out on a cypher. So
Hell yeah.
we've done a lot of work with like the grind mode ciphers here in Salt Lake City, where we go and we set up booths, and we're affiliated and hang out with them a lot.
Whole lot of sponsorships.
Yeah, we do a lot of
whatever we can
sponsorships
do to
around
help
the
the music
valley.
industry in the
Yeah,
valley.
that's like one of our
Support
biggest
your local
favorite-
artists, support your local shops, support local.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing this really cool. We're hoping, have you seen those pieces where like Chris Calico and Tech Nine and all them are putting out, hey, grab this feature, you can be on a feature, or you can use one of our beats or something like that. We want to kind of do that, but open it up to like local Utah artists that can come and jump on and be a part
yeah.
of this cypher. And we're going to have Blue. Blue's a really great musician. We've had him on the show a few times. He's a really great rapper, and so he's going to help us throw this all together and produce it and stuff. So check that out for sure. Come find us, and we'll help you get on that cipher, because we love music. I think it'll be a good thing to put it out there. I mean, the only things are to have cannabis, to mention something about a patient, cannabis, the plant, and then pretty much you're on your own. Like, take it away. Show us your skills. Show us your art, your expression.
Well, I think your guys' product's amazing.
Thank you.
I can't wait to try it even further and further.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it. I think it's incredible. Do you have any other? Do you got stuff you want to do?
No, I asked all my questions and
fire them off.
No, I already asked them.
Oh, I thought you said you had I thought you said you had so many.
No, I've asked all my questions, man. And great product, man. Great presentation.
Yeah, dude. It tastes.
Looks great.
Thank you.
It tastes amazing. It smells amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
I'm OG for life, right here.
Yeah,
Right here.
yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's
OG
OG.
You
status.
guys all are. Please enjoy
OG
it.
status is what we say.
This is
Yeah.
great. This is great. Do you guys have anything else
What's
you
your
want to
OG
talk about quick?
status?
Did you want to throw anything out for how do people get a hold of you, all this?
Oh, online is the best way to order
Our
products.
website?
We've got a shop out in the Tooele Marketplace. We're going to be the first cannabis company at the Freedom Fest in the Court Steps in Provo this year.
Come find
So you can come
us.
find me on my birthday, July 4th. That's where I'll be, Provo, celebrating it up.
It's actually really
Yeah,
funny because her birthday is July 4th and mine is November 11th, Veterans Day. So
We're very patriotic.
Cancer and a Scorpio?
Yeah,
Is that what we got going on here?
Exactly.
That works?
We make
Oh,
it
man.
work.
It works.
We make
Yeah.
it work. It is so good.
Yeah.
We make it work.
We
That's dope.
balance. We balance.
But yeah, so we
I'm
both
good at
have
making lists,
very-
and she's really good at executing them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Like,
Yeah.
we both have very patriotic birthdays, and so we do something hard for our community.
Hell yeah.
One thing that Carver has always told us, like, and whether Erica or Stephanie, the Tooele folks, right?
Yeah.
That Tooele rallies for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna do anything with the Country Fan Fest that's gonna be out there?
We're gonna try. It really depends on if we get into too many, because like if we double overbook ourselves, let's say
We've
Karlie
done
and
that a lot.
I divide and conquer, but there's only so many dividing of two people that you can do.
Well, if you need any help with that, let us know
Yeah.
that as well.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
But
we're definitely
thing there.
open to coming out to
Yeah.
town days or to little celebrations, music festivals.
We've actually been asked
Definitely open for
to go and be a vendor at a wedding or
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
So they want us to come
Yep.
bring our products, have a little sample box and stuff.
CBD tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
That-
right. And we actually do have the little one serving sample size of the tincture
do.
that you can add into your drinks or food
Coffee
as
or
it
whatever.
goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could put that in a drink, just stir it up, huh?
That's how I usually take mine in the morning. Is I put a few drops in my coffee.
I didn't mind the way that tasted.
Yeah.
Are
It's
the-
not bad at all.
Are these products that can be mailed as well? So if I order online, can I get it shipped to my house?
Yeah,
We've
so
had
they're
a lot of great sales that have come off our website out of state.
That's
So-
right. And all of our products comply with the 2018 hemp bill, so they're federally compliant, so they can be shipped.
Yeah, it's cool as hell. I
You
want to burn.
guys are all cool as
I'm going to
hell.
burn another one of them incense.
Yes.
Check it out.
I might
Shout out.
The time has
burn-
come.
I might burn 3 of them.
When do we get those on the website? Because I'm a big incense guy.
We could throw them up there tomorrow, really.
Probably.
We'll talk to Brandy and make sure. We
Yeah.
usually just sell them at our shop, so you can come in and see the shop, and check it out. But if you want them online, I'm pretty sure we could ship them for you.
Yep.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming.
No, thank you for
That was
having
so
us.
much
We're big
fun.
fans of the show. We love you guys. We
Everybody in the
really
world
appreciate ya.
that's listening to this, go follow OG Cannabis. Go look at their stuff, man. Look at their website. Look at their stuff. Everything's beautiful.
We love you, OG.
I just tried it all right here on the thing with. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We love the on the spots
Beautiful.
because
Yeah.
it takes people back. Because normally, like sometimes, it's a gamble to take that risk. Is it going to be good? Is
Yeah.
it going to be bad? Like I don't want to say anything. If
I
it's
so will say
bad.
it too.
Yeah, but you're pretty good. That's why we kind of like just sit back and smile and be like, yeah, you'll be all right.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna be
Hell yeah.
okay.
And I would have told you if I didn't like it. I absolutely would
That's
have.
awesome.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's that person. So yeah, your products are great. This is awesome stuff.
One thing I did want to add is the pricing, man. The pricing on the website, you guys are fairly priced. I look at
below, I think.
which is great, right?
Yeah.
I look at some of these people that sell CBD and these different products, and they're like twice the amount of what you guys are asking.
So I
great.
think that comes back to a part. Karlie touched on it a little bit, but in my household, I have 2 kids with the spinal disorder and myself. That's 3 patients. We're already paying close to $1,000 a year just to have our cards. That's not including on what we spend in the dispensary for our medicine. And so this pricing scheme that we came up with is that I wanted to make it, affordable for me, affordable that like a person who has an entire family of patients can afford what they need for their family. So like we make plenty of money on what we do, don't get me wrong, but we don't need to make $1 million off the back of patients.
No, we'd much rather lower our prices to make it so that you can afford them than to make a quick buck off of it.
To another more people.
And we're still going to make what we need to make things
just to
run.
make it. Yeah, we basically cut it down to bones to put in what we make it for.
Yeah.
That's the bones in it.
So we're not making $1 million off the patients for sure, but we're making it so that 1 million patients can afford it.
We had a couple citations and tickets come through that were very hefty and very expensive to pay. So just shout out to all those who helped us and came up with some money to help us pay those fines.
Are we on the up and up?
Yeah. Now we're good. Yeah. Now we're amazing. But I mean, it was our fault. We got in with some local shady characters who didn't have registered, who had those non-compliant, products.
They had registrations, but then they weren't retesting their product.
They were forging
with every batch. Yeah.
So, and we had those technically in our shop. So when the hemp department came in, they saw that those were there. We didn't have them like out on display, but they were still in our shop. And so we got fined for having that in our shop. And that's fine. I get it. It's the way you got to. It's the way the cookie.
Play the fucking
but
game.
But it's an unfortunate thing that the way that our state is set up is that the company who processed that shady practice, right? Yeah. But it was the shop owners, and they busted a ton of the shop owners throughout the state.
Yeah, it wasn't just us.
The shop owners who weren't even selling it, who had just been sampled the product in their store and who had it in their store, not on the shelves, in the back office, in a desk drawer. These people got fined.
Very careful when you are purchasing your CBD products. Like any place you go, just make sure you're reading and checking that label.
They don't have to be careful. They just get it from you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
Play the safe
on this
card.
show. That's what we're saying. You just go get it there.
Yeah. Play the safe card.
Come get it there. Don't even play no games.
That's right.
Low cost products, because that same tincture that we're putting out, you can get that for close to.
It's around $70 at that milligram and strength at Full Spectrum and other shops.
Damn.
Yeah. So, and it's
how much
funny.
Is that?
It's funny because people come in and they ask us how much is it, and we'll be all like, it's this much, and they're like, oh, I could probably get it cheaper down the street. I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah. You probably could, but it's not going to be the same quality. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
Well, I think your product's amazing.
Thank you guys
so much. We appreciate it. I think that's all. We want to say anything else. We love you, OGs. Thanks for supporting us.
Yeah.
Come find us online at OG Cannabis Products.
I was going to say,
social media is OG Cannapro.
Do you guys have a big social media presence then?
It's growing.
It's
okay.
I remember when we
got a couple
had
of Ks in there. A couple of Ks.
Yeah, and we had one, and then when it jumped up to a K, I was like really surprised.
We got all excited and gave a prize pack away for our 420th fan.
That's dope.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff with numbers and stuff. Yeah. So
the reason why I ask is because you're explaining all of this shit, and I'm like, I want to see it. Like, I want to see the soap being made. I want to see you guys in the kitchen. I want to see you guys. Doing all these things, printing up the shirts and the hats and at the booths, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit I want to see. I want to see you guys planning the OG cypher.
That's our blue, yeah.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Will be helping us with all of that. We're coming with that, hopefully. Thank you. I appreciate that, though.
We'll give you some more behind the scenes.
Yes.
Well, I think that's one thing as locals is that we buy into the people. Yeah, the product's great, but we also want to support the people we enjoy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
So I think you can get more people to enjoy you if you show the people what you guys are doing.
And it says a lot when they see your faces too. As the owner, we get told that all the time. People love to see that's them. That's the owner. That's not even somebody that's working for them. That's the people that run it. They do it.
Up on the Capitol talking your political shit. Like, we want to see that.
Yes.
Twerking in the shower. It's all good.
All facets.
We want to see all of it.
All facets OG Cannabis, baby.
Masterclass. You're going to have to get the OnlyFans for that one.
That's the Patreon account.
There, you'll pay for your schooling right there, fool. Now you got your school paid for.
There you go.
There it is.
And your kid's school and the next kid's school. And then all you need is OnlyFans. Good to go.
See?
Yeah, season
Easy.
3 OG should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
Blue's going to be helping us with that, and you will be able to see a lot more of like what we do and what we can accomplish when we smoke a lot of weed.
A lot of season 1 and 2 is available at our YouTube station.
Oh yeah, you can check it out on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel
we've been
that's
doing a
insane.
virtual concert series since COVID happened, because the original shutdown of COVID happened as we were launching the company.
Business, yeah.
And so we had all these grand lofty ideas of what we were going to do for the summer, and then we got everybody go home. Right. And so we refused to go home, and we did a virtual concert series.
We brought all of our friends on. Yeah.
Third season of the virtual concert series.
And it's going to start with the roast of Sara and I. So Blue's a comedian a little bit. And so he wants to roast us because he's been with us the whole step of the way. All the little everything. Blue's been there. So he's really excited to jump on this and help us produce this next season, which should be fun because then you will get to see a little bit more of who we are, you know, and see what we do on
some
a
of the
daily.
crazy oops moments that we have. Would you stop oopsing already?
And I want to see that book. Damn it.
Yeah.
Get that book out there.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's coming.
Yep. I promise. I'll send you a copy.
I want to so read that.
And the album.
Yeah.
With you and your sister.
Oh man. Yeah.
You just come here. We're just gonna do it here. I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah.
We'll talk after.
I'll bring a few guitars.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk after the break.
We'll be coming back at y'all.
Right after this break.
Right after this break.
Are you sure it's not a high feeling?
Damn, that CBD working on me.
That's right.
My time's all fuckered up.
We'll be back, man. We'll be right back, y'all.
We take really good care of you.
Thank you guys for coming on here, bringing us all this beautiful stuff.
Thank you so much, you guys. We really appreciate it. This was beautiful.
OG Cannabis, everybody up in the house. Thank you to everybody that listens to the show. Thanks for all of our supporters.
Everybody.
Thanks everybody for everything. Remember everybody. Yeah. Tell your body. Doesn't go like that. Fuck, I don't fucking know. I'm old and I'm a grandpa, bro.
You are a grandpa.
Stay present, stay creative, stay curious, and most of all, stay confused. Love you all.